In the rain, we'll see it most of the day. 49ers have won the toss. They've decided to defer, so we will see Jalen Hurts in that injured shoulder first. Fans are ready to go, and so are we for the NFC Championship. And here we go. Short kick, Scott. As a seam, Boston Scott up across the 30, and a good return for Philadelphia, where we will see Jalen Hurts on the field. And there's a little bit of a scrum on the field right now. Tensions flaring on the opening kickoff. And the Eagles will have good field position as the officials clear out. We will see Jalen Hurts in that shoulder that Tom talked about first.
Yeah, I think it's something for us to keep an eye on, especially.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bucos Locker. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining and supporting this team. You know, we out here. You know what I'm saying? And look, I know we ain't playing, but I still got to do videos too, man. You know, still got to drop videos.
They are. They are one of the most pass-heavy teams on early downs, and really that threat of early pass is what's able to for them to spread the field. They don't want a lot of these.
Come on in, everybody. We're gonna have a little conversation today. You know, we're gonna talk about the games and we're gonna talk about the Bucs.
Here is Miles Sanders right out the gut and a first down for the Eagles up to the 46. And there's an injured 49er. Is that Fred Warner? Oh boy. Warner just sensational. Second time named to the All-Pro team this year, and he's a critical part of this number one D. Now, there's Warner right there, number 54. Tough to tell. Injury timeout here in Philadelphia.
Fred Warner, man, that's like a stinger. Who do I got winning? That's a good question. That's a really good question. That's a really good question.
For a limited time, switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
I don't know, man. It's a pretty good matchup. Both teams can run. Both teams can pass the ball. Both teams got mobile quarterbacks. Both teams are very versatile.
I'm trying to figure out what happened.
I don't know. It's a good question, though.
You ever gamble? Because you can make a killing. Nah.
I don't know, man. It's hard to really call it, man.
Determination. To go where you couldn't before.
What up, Mr. Bucks? Everything. Who that for life? Brett O'Neal. Breslow, what's up, buddy?
That's why Honda
King Cook, what's up, man?
just redesigned the Pilot Trail Sport. They built the most off-road.
And hey, look. You can't fault the schedule makers, man. They make the schedule. Like, it is what it is. We can't harp on that. The objective is to win games, whether the teams are good or bad. And then eventually, your true colors will show when you face somebody equally matched. So it happened with the Bucs. The Bucs beat up on bad teams, you know, and they go against good teams. They don't look good. So it happens. You know, we can't, you know, oh, they had a soft schedule. We had soft schedules too. Look what happened with us. You know. What's up, D? Ronnie? Yeah, assets. Hey, look, I don't like liabilities, and not just money wise, people wise as well. Understand what I mean by that. People can be liabilities, and people could be assets. Keep your circle small.
Well, Fred Warner up on his own accord and going into the medical tent to get checked out.
What's up, Josh?
He's okay.
Fire the cannons.
On to replace him in the meantime. And it's 1st and 10 Eagles on this opening drive.
Where is Hurts from? Huh? Brent, where's he from?
Hurts. Some pressure coming. Unloads it coming to the near side. Goddard makes a catch and it tripped up. Broke a tackle, but then it ended up being tackled by Orrin Burks. And here against this 49ers defense, they've been so great all
Oh, from Houston, okay.
Quarterback. Strength is really overall, isn't it? There's no real weakness.
They're not. They're good at pretty much everything. A lot. They have.
You can pass the ball on the 49ers, man.
At all three levels. We talked about
Terrence, what's up, man? Okay, from Houston, okay. From the South, baby. Or Southwest, you want to call it, you know. If you could throw the ball in the 49ers, man. You just got to protect.
Pressure on Hurts. Gets away. Looking for somewhere to go. It's not there. Just going to run it out of bounds after a short gain. Eric Armstead had pursuits.
You got to be able to protect, man. You know, they can stop the run.
So that's good to see for the
as soon as you throw it, the strength is when you got to throw the ball. That's the problem. They got pass rushers. They got eight dudes that can get after you. Oh, Warren, I knew it was a stinger. It was a stinger.
You're San Francisco. You're ecstatic that number 54 is back in the game.
Third and 8. Blitz coming. Hurts rolls away, and it's caught for a first down. Low throw, but a good adjustment from A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown, you got to have that dog.
After a slow week, you're going to see Dre Greenlaw. He's unblocked. What a great job there by Jalen Hurts buying time. And then watch A.J. Brown. Gets his hands clearly under the ball. Secures the catch. We kind of had a thought coming in here today, Kevin, that they would find a way to get A.J. Brown involved in the game. Much was made of his frustrations.
The Bucs got a lot to do, man. Like, as you watch, if you look at these last 4 teams, they just really good up front, man. They're really good up front, and the Bucs are not good up front. And regardless of what y'all think, I got to keep it 100 with you. Going back and looking at that film, they're not good up front as y'all thought they were. They're not. They're not. They got a lot of work to do, man, on both sides of the ball when it comes to the trenches. I don't care what the Bucs do outside of the trenches. I mean, yeah, I do care, but that's not my priority. I'm going to keep harping on the entire offseason. Build the trenches. I don't care if you got somebody already there. Get somebody else. And and if you look at these last 4 teams, that's what they got. They got good O-lines, good D-lines, and that's what the Bucs struggle at, man. And it doesn't matter it doesn't matter who the quarterback is.
Good anticipation from Afunga and the pressure from Bosa and the third and long coming up.
And this is something
it doesn't matter.
Keep track of all day. Watch the job here Bosa does when he gets to the depth of Jalen Hurts. Watch him stop. See how he doesn't just jump inside the right tackle, Lane Johnson, keeping Jalen Hurts from the ability to both break through vertically through the line of scrimmage, but also break contain.
The biggest problem that the Bucs have, and this is why they will never beat these teams moving forward. Trenches. You're not beating those guys. The Bucs trenches are not good. Outside of Tristan Wirfs, I don't like it.
Hurts over the middle, caught but short on the first down. As Goddard making the catch, but that should put them in field goal range if they decide to go.
Outside of Tristan Wirfs, I don't like their O-line. I don't. No offense to Ryan Jansen. I'm talking about moving forward. He's 33 years old. I don't like it. I don't like the coaching staff. I don't like where they at right now. Moving forward. I don't know. I'm not talking about the past. I'm talking about moving forward. I don't like where the Bucs are at moving forward in the trenches. I don't think they're good enough. It don't matter what they do with the skill position. I think their trenches are not good enough. They're not beating the Eagles. They're not beating the 49ers. The Bucs are good enough to win games, but oh, good catch.
Just an absolutely remarkable catch. Not only to stick up that right hand, he's clearly in great body control. Philly's going fast, but he was definitely in bounds.
Hurts looking, has all day. Can't find anyone. Now some pressure comes and throws it underneath, incomplete. Man, what a catch that was.
Yeah, San Francisco went straight man. You see them across the board, man, and they're in great shape. Jimmy Ward's in good position. This is just scramble drill. They teach the receivers, if you're running horizontal, you're running to the sideline. When you see your quarterback scramble.
And the problem also with the Bucs is explosiveness too. They just don't have guys like that. They don't have the Devontae Smith. They don't have an AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the running back group the Eagles got. And we're not even, remember, I talked about the trenches, but you look around the Bucs, they moving forward, they're not set up to be explosive. They got to get some explosive plays. They'll be fine. It's just they can't compete with these teams right now. They just can't. They can't compete against these teams. It's just what it is. That's why they lost against the 49ers bad. Remember, never get caught up in the first drive. First drives are always scripted. It's about the rest of the game. We've seen too many games. First drive, oh, it looks good first drive. And after that,
By the Philadelphia offensive line, widely regarded as the best unit in the league. Their head coach has a lot of confidence in his young quarterback. Fourth down.
now that look easy, but don't worry.
The offensive line does the rest. They're the best opening drive scoring team in the league.
They didn't review it, man. And look, he might have bobbled it, but it is what it is.
Extra point is good. So the Eagles go.
You got to score points to beat these teams, and the Bucs can't score points. You know, it's funny. Nick Sirianni is a receivers coach. That's his background. He's an offensive guy, but he was a receivers coach, and he was like I wouldn't say a passing game coordinator, but he was on the Buck side. I mean, he was on the offensive side of the ball, and his background is receivers. So the Bucs got, like I said, the Bucs got a lot of work to do. They it's not all bad for the Bucs. It's just certain areas I just don't like where they're at. The Bucs are not a bad team. It's just certain areas that I just don't like. They're just not. I don't think if they don't address the areas, they're gonna have the same problems again this year. If they're gonna have the same exact problems, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter if you can't rush the passer, if you can't block. It don't matter. If you can't score points, it don't matter who's the quarterback. So if I was the Bucs fans, in my opinion, this is why I don't say anything about. I'm not stressing the quarterback. I'm not stressing that. Don't stress the quarterback situation. Stress those trenches. Because if you go with an old quarterback, you better have them trenches. If you bring a young quarterback in, you still got to address the trenches. I'm not stressing the quarterback situation. Because you would rather be, who would you rather be? A 49er system where you could just plug and play quarterbacks? Or you want to be a quarterback dependent team? What's up, Val? I don't know who I'm rooting for. I just want to see a good game. I want to see a good game. And both of these teams, if the Bucs would have played either one of these teams, we would have got waxed. I'm just keeping it real with you. It's not hating. It's just hashtag what your eyes tell you. And I told y'all this before the Cowboys game. If we beat the Cowboys, I wasn't going to pick us to beat the Eagles or the 49ers. It didn't matter. They're way better than us. And there's no excuses. There's no way around it. There's no justifying and trying to spin a narrative and, oh, you just hating. No, they're better than us. This is why they're there. This is where they are now. So don't get mad at me. It's just the reality of it. And a couple guys, oh, you're hating. No, I'm not hating. He bobbled it. I knew it.
Looking at all these different angles, what do you think? Well, he's clearly going to the ground, Kevin. Ball hits the ground. He's got to make control, but you see him lose control there. Had that been challenged, it would have been overturned to an incomplete pass.
Oh, he dropped that ball.
Philadelphia got the line right away, and there you go. They get away with it. It's a big play on a 4th down and 3, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt. We were kind of looking at ourselves when he got up so fast. When we saw the initial replay, he was 3 yards inbound. So it wasn't that he didn't think he got his
we're so far away from 49ers, man. Like, the next couple of years, the 49ers going to be – they're not paying a quarterback a lot of money. They're playing – their defense is going to be good. You know what I'm saying? So we're just not close right now. We're not even close to those two teams right now. Like, we're more – those two teams are at the top. We're more towards the back half of the middle, if that makes sense. All right? So you got 32 teams, right? You got 16 in each conference, right? So you would think the Bucs fall between 15 and 22. I would say more towards 18, 22. You know what I'm saying? And we're not close to those teams. We're more towards 32 than top 10. Don't get mad at me. It's just what the reality is. Even the record showed you that. Coaching staff, the system, it just didn't look above average.
Throw on first down. Standing over the middle, George Kittle right on target. Kittle a monster game last week.
One thing I noticed about the 49ers and Brock Purdy. Here's the thing about Brock Purdy. All his throws, I want you to chart these throws, so pay attention. All his throws are in the middle between the hashes. Not a lot of throws outside the hashes. All his throws straight ahead. Pay attention, folks. Watch as you watch this game. Watch his throws in the middle of the field versus outside. A lot of crossing routes.
It's very hard both pre and post snap for defenses to find everybody.
Here's McCaffrey, and he goes nowhere. He's not going to get the first down, looks like. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was there on the stop. And it'll bring him a
Pay attention, folks.
Less than a yard. So McCaffrey, we watch him today. The 49ers go quickly here. Coming into this game with a calf injury from last week. Third and short, going to hand off. McCaffrey is going to get it. First down, San Francisco.
And the beautiful thing about the 49ers and the Eagles, they keep drafting the trenches.
You know, another storyline today is this.
The Eagles drafted Jordan Davis.
Conference championship game. Look at
Sean King. You go. The youngest. No. Oh, no. Sean King, third youngest. Sean King. We should have built around that dude a little bit more, man. Sean King was all right too, man. Just the Bucs didn't have a good team all the way. You know what I'm saying? Lacking. Very easy throws, man. Yeah, Birdie Manuel, man.
Referee this afternoon.
And you know what's so funny about the Eagles? They got some young guys up front, but they was also able to pick up Hassan Reddick too. Like, you got to be able to add some guys that's still good. Stop adding these guys that you think still good. Like, they still got some juice in the tank. Like, nah, man. Like, get some guys that's got some years left in them. You know, like, no more Hakeem Hicks. No offense to no more JPPs. No more Dominican Sues. Go younger and develop them. And there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity that the Bucs can have Tryon, Logan Hall, and 2 more draft picks on the D-line. That's 4 young guys on the D-line. Now, the Bucs got a chance, man. The Bucs got a chance. They really got a chance. They do this right in this draft. They get 2 D-linemen.
Samuel breaks the tackle. Deebo Samuel is stacked up in midfield by Gardner-Johnson. Slay was there as well against this Eagles defense, and that is their specialty, right? They've been rock solid, but the pressure and the sacks of the quarterback, that's where they excel.
Yeah, everything with this Philadelphia defense, as you mentioned, starts up front. Their ability when you're in passing.
Oh, you got to have a D-line play in this league, bro.
As San Francisco finds himself here early, their ability to rush the passer, but then they also have one of the premier cornerback combinations, James Bradbury, Darius Slay on the outside. This is as formidable defense as there is across the entire league.
A lot of fake pressure coming. Purdy, Dick, floating in the air is it picked? No, hit the ground. There comes that pressure on Purdy that time, and it brings up third down.
Well, one of the biggest matchups of the day here is who's going to be able to block Hassan Reddick. This time, they're trying to block him with Croft, the tight end. And listen, it's hard to block Hassan Reddick.
That's a fumble.
Something going on here on the sidelines.
That's a fumble.
Yeah, they're going to challenge this. They were screaming for Nick Sirianni. They were all looking up at the jumbo monitor.
You know, so the beautiful thing about Nick Sirianni, the team responds to him. They like, you know, they with it. Like they with the whole system, the culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't scared. He go for it. You know, he instills confidence in the team. And when you look at Todd Bowles, it's the exact opposite. The exact opposite. When you look at Nick Sirianni, he's young, he's vibrant, he's fresh, he's like, he be talking noise, he be talking to the fans like, let's get this, we out here, bro, we out there. You look at Todd Bowles, he like, catch up. The Bucs are so far behind with modern football, coaching staff, offensive system, defensive system. Catch up. Catch up. Look at Nick Sirianni. Look at the freshness. Look at the coaching now. The freshness. We got Todd Bowles. Like, what? Like, be honest. Where are we going? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where are we going with Todd Bowles? What's the ceiling with Todd Bowles?
Your family has been chosen to prevent the apocalypse.
Hassan Reddick, Carlos Dunlap, didn't get neither one of those guys. I don't get the Hakeem Hicks stupid signing, man. What's up, Ray? Hey, Raw, what's up? You just look at those. Look at you. You want a guy that's still like connected to the guys. You know what I'm saying? You look at these other teams and look at their system. You be like, when you watch Nick Sirianni, remember now his background, he was a receivers coach. He gets a head coaching job. He installs a system, gets AJ Brown, draft Devontae Smith, get three really good running backs that all complement each other to fit the system. Meanwhile, we got a square in the peg. We got a square, try to fit a square in a circle. Leonard Fournette. That ain't the modern day NFL running back. As far as like a lead back, look, if you want Fournette to be a pounder, sure, but his explosiveness ain't there. You know, and I keep it in our division, like the Chuba Hubbard, Devontae Foreman situation. I would like to have that. What up, Nocturnal? What's up, nothing? You want the Devontae Foreman and the Chuba Hubbard situation. You want that 1-2, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't got that. We so far behind in I told you I'm concerned about some areas. Like some areas we're gonna be straight, but there's some areas I'm not confident right now because it's like they behind. You know, we definitely behind in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? We definitely behind. Like the receivers are good. The receivers are good, but lack of explosiveness. It's just the Bucs are in a weird spot. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Just look at the roster moving forward. Just look at it. We got some good guys. Don't get me wrong. We got some pieces. But just the roster, a couple guys don't make the roster. It's the entire roster. 53 players. You get what I'm saying? Moving forward, we got to catch up. We're just in a weird situation. I don't like it. Because every year we're going to have these discussions if we don't get right across the board. One person don't make the team. I can care less about one person. I'm talking about the team. The Bucs got to be able to move forward and catch up. They're behind. I mean, they're depending on a 46-year-old quarterback to save them. Depending on a tight end that's like hoping a tight end that's basically been out of the league for 2 years now, 33, 34 years old. You're hoping for that? Meanwhile, these other teams are making moves. What are we doing? Because every year, if we don't get right, every year we're going to have the same conversation. Every year you're going to have the same conversation. You're going to become clingy because you don't want to move forward. I can care less about the Brady fans. I can care two craps about them. I can care less about Brady fans. I'm talking about the real Buck fans. I'm not talking about these add-ons. I'm talking about the Bucs fans that want to catch up. I can care less who's the quarterback. I'm talking about catching up with the roster. If we don't get right, we're going to be behind the ball, 8 ball, every year. So every year we're going to have this conversation on hoping a 46, 47, 48-year-old quarterback come back. And then at some point when you move on, or when he moves on, what you going to do then? What you going to do then? You going to go find another old quarterback? Stop this, man. Don't be dependent on one guy. You can't do that. You're not going to win championships like that. You're not going to win games depending on one guy. You're not going to do that. The problem is the Brady fans don't understand that. They keep thinking, oh, well, Brady's going to solve everything. It don't work like that. You saw it this past season. You got coaching problems. You got problems in the trenches. You got problems with the tight ends. You got problems on the D-line. Problems in the secondary. You got problems everywhere. You think a 46-year-old quarterback is going to fix that? He couldn't even cover it up. You couldn't cover it up. He couldn't cover the flaws up. As great as Tom Brady is, couldn't cover the flaws up. San Francisco turned the ball over. San Francisco defense stepped up. I'm saying, like, people get caught up on those turnovers and they don't understand the game. Their job as a defense is to stop them from moving the ball. Caught up in them turnovers, you get blindfolded.
Now you die.
That's the Tanuki suit. You ain't gonna have the Tanuki suit. You want a Tanuki suit? I want a Tanuki suit. I'm gonna get that. I'll find me a shirt with the Tanuki suit. You know what I'm saying? I like the Mario Tanuki suit. The Tanuki suit. That Tanuki suit go hard, man. Underrated piece of Mario. Mario 3, very underrated item. If those of you that remember Mario 3, very underrated item. I used to always want the Tanuki suit.
I'm telling you.
Always want it.
Last night, so we just own a cat now. I close it.
Yeah, Packers in a bad situation too, but the reports on the Packers is they prefer to get rid of Rodgers. They want to move on because at some point you gotta move on. You gotta move on and catch up. You can't keep depending on old guys. The NFL's not an old man league. This is the rarity of having somebody over 40 still play well, right? Because it's not normal. And the problem with having somebody over 40 years old at any position, especially a very important position like quarterback. This is why you don't see it. This is why you don't see quarterbacks go into their 40s continuing to play because they don't make sense.
Could it be right for you if you have a high risk factor like being over 50, heart disease?
The Packers prefer to move on. They should have been moved on. But now they're caught in a situation, a lot of money tied up into an old quarterback, and then you got a young quarterback that you want to play, but you can't play because the old man don't want to move. How can your organization move forward when you keep trying to hold on to something that ain't that's it? You got it at some point. This is why I was trying to explain to Bucs fans and Brady fans. It's two different fans. At some point, you gotta think about it. Like, okay, Brady don't come back. Okay, be comfortable with that. But the problem is you don't want to think like that. You want to keep thinking that he's going to keep coming back because every year you're going to spin that narrative. He's going to come back. He's going to come back. Oh, Purdy out.
Brock Purdy was warming up, Greg, and then it looks like he's saying here that he can't throw. He can't do it. Aaron told us.
Oh, damn.
On that sack by Reddick. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
And so now it's Johnson, who's been around and then some. He's been with 13 teams. Now in the championship game with the 49ers. To McCaffrey, trying to get the run game going. And McCaffrey works hard.
Purdy's out. Yikes. What's up, Sean?
49ers respond.
Yeah, I think right now in that offensive huddle, their leaders, Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Debo, those guys have to look at themselves and say, all right, we need to shoulder more of this load. We need to
Man, that's bad. Well, you know, Purdy's not a big dude. He's not a big dude. He's a small quarterback.
Shanahan has to go down his list. There's going to be some things he's going to check off. He's got to say, all right, what is Josh? What does he know inside and out? I've got to get him some rhythm and some completions early here in this drive.
Johnson, pressure, Reddick buries him. Oh. And the Eagles with a big sack. And the big play, and Reddick takes it over.
Hassan Reddick again.
Well, they've had no answer, but again, they're trying to block Hassan Reddick with tight ends. And KB, I think that's
Hassan Reddick.
I think he takes that ball. Let's take a look. He clearly comes up with the ball, but let's see where possession is. Oh, Mike Brewer, that is close.
It is very close.
Hassan Reddick again.
Hits the ground first. He still has control of the ball, so he'd be down by contact.
Yeah, I think the game plan of blocking Hassan Reddick with anyone other than a tackle right now has got to go out the window.
This is what separates the good front office from the bad front office or the mediocre front office. Like when you living in the past, the Bucs are living in the moment. And I think that's the problem with our franchise. We don't know what success is, so when we get it, we don't know what to do. Like it's almost like they're stuck in their own. They're in their own way. Good front office don't get stuck in a rut. You know. This is and the difference between let me give y'all something. The difference between the Packers organization and the Bucs organization is sustained success. The Bucs don't have that. That's why they don't know what to do with success. They don't know what to do with success. As you can see, the reaction. Todd Bowles, Jason, like they still thinking like, well, let's hold on to what we got now. Instead of constantly thinking moving forward. The Bucs are not like the Packers, right? Just in general. Because the success levels are so different. So with the Packers still holding on to Aaron Rodgers, yeah, but they've been successful for so long. The Bucs are not considered a successful franchise in general. And that's what you people got to understand. The little success that we've had, we got 2 Super Bowls. That's great. But I'm just saying sustained success. We don't have that. We don't have sustained success. Especially now if we had a situation where, I'll give you a better idea. If the quarterback wasn't so old. 46 is old in NFL terms. That's grandpa. 37, okay, I can deal with that. But do you understand how many 40-plus-year-old players are playing in the NFL?
My goodness.
At a high level.
And this is
You gotta know when to fold it. Be smart, man. Like I hope the Bucs front office be smart. Regardless of who the quarterback is, they gotta be smart about this, man. Like, because if that's what you want to roll with, deal with the consequences. Because next year is gonna be the same situation. Having a conversation again, and then here we go again. These Brady fans gonna come running in here talking about he's coming back at 47. And they're gonna keep spinning this narrative. This is why you got to get rid of the algae, the fungus, because they're becoming a fungus because because they so used to. Remember, he spent 20 years in New England, so they used to that. So they come over here thinking the same thing, and that's a fungus. It becomes a fungus. It's all good, but when you keep trying to spin this narrative year after year, it becomes annoying. It's like, well, why can't we move forward? Well, it's working. No, it's not. What have you done for me lately? 8-10. How is that working? 8-10 is not working. Well, the coaching. Exactly. Coaching, quarterback, system, play. All that matters. I keep telling y'all this. One player don't make a team. This is why I hope the front office understand how this works. Think about it. This is also a business thing. I think the Bucs don't. I think the Bucs are not looking at it from. Look, there's multiple areas, multiple variables when a football team, right? You got the team, and then you got the business side of it, right? And I think the Bucs are more looking at the business side. I don't think they're looking at long-term football terms. Because if that's the case, then you'll be open to him coming back, but you won't be so dependent on it. You won't be so. I'm putting all my eggs in a 46-year-old quarterback. You're open to him coming back, but you're putting all your chips into the table. So what? We're gonna do one more run? The probability it turning into a disaster is high. So you gotta be careful. This is why when you gamble, you better be smart when you gamble. This is why you just can't look at it from, well, we're selling jerseys and we're getting attention, we're getting primetime games. That's not the problem. The problem is on the field. The Bucs spent 3 years invested. And you can say the 3 years with the situation, it was successful. Well, 2 out of the 3. 2 out of the 3 were successful on the field. Now, business-wise, all 3 years were successful. Primetime games, attention, yada, 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 yada. But the football side fell off. So which one is it? You want the football side or the business side? You just want to walk around with the jersey and say, oh, yeah, I got the jersey. Huh? or you want to walk around as a fan saying my team is like that on the field? Because as you can see, what have you done for me lately?
Well, actually, this is the play that took out Bosa.
Yeah, Bosa wasn't even in the game. He's standing on the sideline getting ready to run out.
What have you done for me lately?
See that last little push there by Job is what they call it.
I care less about what you did in the past. What have you done for 8 and 10? That's where we at. So all of a sudden, we finna become this B squad because one player come back? No, man. Y'all gotta understand how football works. Some of y'all ain't played football before. y'all think if you depended on one person, you got issues. So hopefully Jason Light made the right decision. If Brady come back, you better have somebody behind him ready to play. Because that means, remember, Kyle Trask, a second-round pick, will be going into year 3 and still not a backup. You got to factor that in, too. And then after year 3 pass, 2024, this is year 4 now. So you pick the guy in the second round and ain't played one snap in 3 years. He not even a backup. That's a concern. Use your brain, folks. Use your football brain. Get out your emotions with the player. Think bigger picture. I don't want to deal with fans that thinking, oh, well, what's in front of us? No, man. We got a second round pick that can't even get the backup job. That's in question. So at some point, anybody outside of Brady at some point is a question. Life after Brady. I'm trying to get y'all ready for that. Y'all don't want to talk about it. You keep talking about, you're living in the moment because you got the googly eyes. You're living in the moment and you don't want to live moving forward. I'm a forward thinker. I'm always think like that. That's why I don't live in the moment.
DJ from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this for personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal and get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh,
Coach, it happened again.
I want to know what you did for me right now, lately. 8 and 10.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Call it quick to get a quote today.
The Bucs need more than just one player to make it work. The coaching got to get better. The O-line got to get better. The D-line got to get better. The system got to get better. Because to be honest with you, at best, if you bring this exact squad back, same results. Same results. You're going to get the same 8 and 10, 9 and 8, bounced out of the first round. And then you're going to be back again having the same conversation about, no, man. I want to look forward to a good future.
Is protected, going deep. A.J. Brown overthrown. He had him too. He beat Charvarius Ward, but
and Jalen Hurts missed the throw. Eagles O-line is handling the San Francisco 49ers O-line. Yeah, throw it up there, man.
A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. A.J. Brown just kind of makes a little slight outside move.
Hurts missed him.
He's got a beat. And that's a ball that Jalen Hurts has majored in all year. He's one of the best in the league. Pushing the ball downfield, and that one just gets away from him.
The Bosa brothers are so injury prone.
Was down on the ground again. He just fell over his own teammate there, so hopefully he's okay. Here's Kern off the side of his foot, maybe, and way out of bounds and short.
Yeah, Hurts' passing game is not great.
So let's unfold all this.
Yeah, both the Bosa brothers stay hurt. They're injury prone, man. They're good, but they're injury prone, both of them.
We've checked a lot of squares on the what's possible.
This game got a little sloppy.
Unfold in this game. There's a lot of guys on the field that are pointing up at the wire.
If you can upgrade, regardless of the position, outside of right tackle. And if you can upgrade. But you better upgrade with the right pieces, mostly through the draft.
A lot of conversation
because if you do it right in the draft, you can transition well. You can transition with the time. If you do it right with the roster, you'll transition well. That's my point. I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Don't think about this conversation that we're having is about, oh, no, I'm just looking at it from the whole team. That's how I look at my team. I don't look at my team through one player. I don't do that. I've never done that. Whether I talk about my team good or bad, I don't look at it from one point of view. I look at it from an entire picture. Remember, when you paint a picture, you have a blank canvas. When you're describing the team, you take a blank canvas and you paint the picture. You paint the entire picture. You don't paint a corner and say, well, look at that corner, and the rest of everything is not painted. That's why I love the way I talk, because I paint the entire picture. I want y'all to see the bigger picture. Some of you just don't get it because you don't care about the bigger picture. All you care about is what you want. As a Bucs fan, as a true Bucs fan, born and raised in Tampa, diehard Bucs fan, I want the team, the organization to look good entirely. And that hopefully at some point, and I would love for this to happen at some point, that the Bucs can consistently win as time move on. As they change quarterbacks, they can just continue to win. That's what I want to see. I want to see the team consistently win beyond, like, moving forward. You get what I'm saying? That's the confidence I want to have. I want to be like, the Bucs got that Ravens culture. They got the Steelers culture. They've been winning for a long time. The Patriots culture. They've been winning for a long time. You want the Bucs to sustain winning culture, like long term, not this little windows. Look, we never got to wait another 5 to 10 years to get another old quarterback and then win a couple of years and then no. I want the Bucs to win year after year after year after year. The Bucs won 2 years in a row, and then they dropped off. And it wasn't just a regular drop off. It was like, what the heck is this? I want the Bucs to have sustained winning culture. A sustained winning culture. What up, Brandon? I'm telling y'all, man, we got a lot of holes, man.
It's so hard to tell. You can see.
You can plug one hole up. You can plug a hole up, and that's fine. But what about the other holes? The holes that you saw leaking during the season. What about those holes? Coaching, O-line, D-line. What about those holes? But we got the quarterback fixed. That don't work like that. How about getting a kicker that can kick the ball over 50-yard field goals?
Johnson back to throw, slings with a good throw. Debo Samuel makes the catch. Going to be a little short of first down, but that's got to.
I just can't believe some people think like that. Like, and not even just football terms. Like, do you really think like that in general? Like, I'm just trying to figure that out. Like, is that how you think in general? Like, if you think like that, I wonder how you think about how you moving.
You are very menacing. I just want you to know that. I'm going to fight for your family. Fight for the world. Shazam! Fury of the Gods. See the new trailer now. Rated PG-13.
Shazam!
With billions of passengers taking millions of trips every year, you aren't about to let any cyber attacks slow you down. So you partner with IBM.
I just want the Bucs to win consistently, long term. 5, 10 years, like this. So that way, people don't look at us like, because even now, people still look at us like it was just temporary. You get what I'm saying? And they still looking at us like that because we haven't proved anything to anybody as far as building a culture long term. We always looking for quick fixes. We've done this before. The Chris Baker. Remember Chris Baker? Get well, Chris Baker, by the way. Albert Hainsworth, Chris Baker. These quick fixes. Deshaun Jackson. Like, come on, man. Like,
from the world's #1 selling nerve care company. Nervive contains alpha-lipoic acid to relieve
Brian Greasy.
weakness and discomfort. Try Nervive Nerve Relief.
Saturday, the biggest night.
As much as the Bucs don't want to look different, they got to look different. You can't come back with this setup. So even though I'm saying this now, but it's going to happen regardless. And remember, I'm talking about the roster. I'm not talking about just bringing back one player. I'm talking about they got a lot of free agents. So the Bucs are going to look different regardless. And remember that it was 17 new players this past season. So now they got 23 free agents. So the Bucs are going to look different. They're going to look different, whether we like it or not. People forget we got the worst record in NFL history as far as franchise. We was bad for a long time. Outside of a couple good years, we was bad. We've been bad for a long time. And the only way to get out of that hole is do it right.
Here's Josh Johnson, who's been in, just completed his first playoff pass, been in the league for 10 years. Been with
Josh Johnson gonna be a coach. Watch. 15 teams.
49ers. So he has the veteran experience as far as playing, but not in this type of game. And now it's on his shoulders. The fourth quarterback of the year for Kyle Shanahan. We start with a second and short. Hand off McCaffrey right up the gut for a first down inside the 35. Now what about
The beautiful thing about the 49er system?
Well, let's take you
Well,
through it. Here's the injury, Kevin. Of course, the 49ers are calling it a right elbow. That's when it's happened. Just watching him over here on the sidelines, he's had that right elbow worked on. He's been throwing the ball. He spent some time in the blue tent. That's the latest video we have. They just wrapped up that right elbow. You know, all the while, Kyle Shanahan's been talking to the doctor saying, what's going on? Do you have an update? Teammates been coming over and hugging him. They're obviously not rolling him out. His helmet's on. You see him looking right there. We'll let you know if we can hear anything else.
Yeah, that picture at least looks promising, but we'll see what happens. Johnson. And the whistle blows. I don't know if they got this play off. They did not. Second delay since he's come in there.
Yeah, Josh Johnson, another delay game.
Here's one thing I'll say. With all that's gone on, it feels overwhelmingly filled
That's
up.
how I be like when people talk about quarterbacks. It's a lot of a lot of bad backups, like for real, like bad. Remember, it's 64 positions, 32 starters, 32 backups. Not every team got good backups. It's hard to get a good backup. It's hard.
If Josh Johnson has to finish this game, is there more magic now with your fourth string quarterback?
Here's Johnson about to tell us. Pressure comes. Rose has been taken down by Javon Hargrave, and the signal is he's down. He's were down there before he threw that. Be the third sack of the day for the Eagles. Here is the controversy we were talking about. 4th and 3. Looked like an unreal catch from Devontae Smith. They hurried to the line, got a playoff, and then eventually scored. And we only saw this replay when we went to commercial. You know, people are wondering at home, well, how come the expedited replay didn't look at it? Mike Pereira tells us because they didn't see that angle. Philly went to the line so quick, there was no time to show it. That's why.
Yeah, teams practice that. They have code words that alerts the rest of their teammates, hey, hurry up. I'm not sure if this play is going to stand.
Second and long. Johnson over the middle. It is incomplete as Hargrave in there again. And 3rd and 20.
Yeah, you've seen now Hargrave, the last two plays, the sack and now the pass deflection. He's who makes it go.
Mr. Smitty, what's up? What up, you wish? T, what up, T?
They get all the sacks. He's a double-digit sack guy from the interior defensive line. His play this year has been the difference for this Philadelphia defensive front.
I think the Bucs will get there at some point. I think we got nowhere to go up, right? We got to get there, man. We'll get there. I think we'll get there as long as they do it right.
Get to the 24. Penalty flag. Johnson in trouble. Throws incomplete. And the ball is loose just in case McCaffrey gets on it. Graham on the pressure and the flag too. So let's uncover that.
What is going on with Josh Johnson? My goodness. Like as a backup, you got to be functional at least.
Whether it hit the wire or not, a promising start to the drive.
Legal formation. Offense on 71.
Why is Shanahan trying to throw the ball a lot though? Gotta run the ball, fam.
Yeah, you mentioned it. That was a prime opportunity to get a short field following the short punt and the penalty on Philadelphia, but San Francisco was only able to
defense, man.
Backwards.
What is John? Is he functional? Come on, bro.
Multiple penalties up front. They've got to find a way to
Josh Johnson been in the league all these years and can't function.
And stay alive in this game.
Now, what are you doing, man?
Britton Covey calls fair catch all the way back at the 6. And so the Eagles will take over Been a good start for these Philly fans looking for another Super Bowl. Yeah, that last pass was incomplete. Mike Trout, Eagles big-time fan. Angels star, 7-0 Eagles.
I mean, Josh Johnson been in the league all these years. He look like he just don't know what he's doing out there.
He's now on time. Let's get to work.
I mean, fourth string. I mean, yeah, first couple, yeah, first string, second string, third string. I mean, it's starting to get ugly. You know what I'm saying? It has to be competent quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You got to be at least like Josh Johnson's not a like. Because remember, it was Jimmy G. Then it was Trey Lance, Jimmy G, Brock Purdy. Now you at quarterback number 4. That's rare. You know what I'm saying?
The GMC Sierra Heavy Duty.
Now, yeah, you can plug and play, but you just can't plug and play the 4th string quarterback. I mean, come on, man. Like after the third, Brock Purdy was 3rd string. You can't plug a 4th string quarterback in that didn't expect to play, but he still don't even look competent though. Josh Johnson look like he's confused.
There'll be early check-ins, then late shifts, good days, and bad ones.
If look, I'll give y'all a better comparison, right? When you look at the Eagles and 49ers, and then you add the Bucs in that situation, you can compare our team to those teams. If that's where the Bucs fans want to be at, look at these two teams. How close are we to the Eagles and the 49ers? Let's have a conversation. How close are we to the Eagles and 49ers? Remember, what have you done for me lately? 8-10. You play the 49ers, you got blew out 35-7. How close are we to them? When I say how close, I'm talking about organization, front office, ownership, front office, offense, defense, special teams. How close are we to them? Because if we close enough, then we just got to make a couple moves. If we close enough, we just got to make a couple moves, right? Are we? I mean, can we agree with that? If we trying to still win, which means all we got to do is make a couple moves. Just a couple, and we right back to where they at, right? Can we agree with that?
Dr. Joe Biden taking in the game with the commissioner Roger Goodell, 7-0.
We can agree with that, right?
In the second quarter, Miles Sanders with a 6-yard touchdown run for the only score.
I mean, how close are we? I mean, I'm just asking the question. What's up, Mickey? I'm just curious. I mean, because if we close, I'll rock with you. We can have a conversation. Like that's all right. Let's talk about. Well, let's talk about how close are we. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about it. Let's have a great conversation about it. Because if we're close enough, let's do it. Let's do it. If we're close enough, let's do it.
Offense. He's ascended to new
pick up some free agents that's like young enough, not no old free agents, right? Guys like I prefer the guys between 26, 25 to like 28, not the 30 plus guys. Let's be real. If we're gonna pick up some free agents, if that's all we need, then let's get some good ones. You know what I'm saying? Ones that still got real juice. Not the old washed up ones that we still hoping that they got some juice.
And he's just gonna get out of the end zone. Bosa wrapped him up.
All right, so when you're defending a zone read, typically one person's assigned to the running back and one person's assigned to the quarterback. In this case, Nick Bosa said, forget it. I'm just going to defend everybody. They're trying to get Jalen Hurts around.
I told you about that first drive. What did I tell you about that first drive? Don't get it caught up in that first drive. I'll never do that. D'Amico Ryans ain't no joke, bro. Would you like to have D'Amico Ryans or Todd Bowles?
He's in the running for the NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, the year he's at 3rd and 15 now. Hurts from his own end zone, going far side, over the head of 8.
Hurts' accuracy is not good.
The Eagles will have to punt it away. And ever since that opening drive
is a wrap.
Has been locked in.
It's a wrap.
The importance of that last third down, it was 3rd and real long. You don't anticipate.
49ers defense ain't no joke. Your job is to stop the team from scoring. I can care less who the quarterback is. That defines a good defense. We've had some bad defenses. Mike Smith defense, Shiano defense. Raheem Morris defense. Raheem Morris is a better coach now than he was in the past.
Curry trying to get it on out of there. No wires this time, but a short punt takes a Philly bounce, and then it's taken there by McLeod. Mixed moves, gets away from some, and then taken down at about the 45. Well, this number one 49ers defense and Nick Bosa making a huge play. This defense hanging in to keep it a 7-0 game.
We're all born with the good in us. We're all need our blood. Dreams get tall, but we stand up. Making the change that is calling us.
Swapper! Young Swapper.
We love our new home. There's so much space.
We have a guest room now.
But we have ants.
You're slouching again, Ted.
Expired.
Expired. Expired.
Thanks, Aunt Bonnie.
Expired.
House. I hope you can keep it clean.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
Which helps us save a lot of money.
Oh, Teddy, did you get my friend request?
Oh, I'll have to check.
Aunt Joni's here.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Every day.
Expired.
And more pets.
Expired.
It's time.
What is this?
Fresh approach to pet food. They're quitting the kibble.
Now, I want y'all to please understand.
Feeding their dogs.
Talking about Todd Bowles.
Actually, well, food.
He built his staff in New York.
Made from
What happened? What was the results in New York?
for your dog. And they're living-
Hopefully, he learned from that experience. Remember, the first year was like Rex Ryan guys, and then he kind of got rid of and he built his staff in New York at the New York Football Jets, the New York Jets, not football Jets, the New York Jets. When he was the head coach, he had his staff. He built his staff, and the results was bad. So I want y'all to keep that in mind, folks. Talking about he need to build his staff. Okay, his staff wasn't great when he built it.
Business adapt to change. You could have hired
Expired.
us for a few minutes.
Expired.
Dave Huddle,
Welcome to the Peytonverse. Such a machine.
game plan,
You go.
and call audibles.
Double our investment in Omaha. Omaha! Omaha!
Expired.
Or you could use Workday. The finance, HR, and planning system used by over half of the
Expired.
For a be agile like an MVP world. Workday.
Expired.
World.
I mean, it's pretty incredible. The 49ers are in the NFC title game. Trey Lance, their starter, broken ankle week 2, lost for the season. Jimmy Garoppolo, broken left foot against the Dolphins. Hoping to get him back soon at some point. And then Brock Purdy took over. He hasn't lost. And you see there's Deebo Samuel trying to kind of will their quarterback back into the wrap is off. I don't know if that's good or bad. Showed that on his elbow injury. But for right now, it's Josh Johnson, the 4th quarterback of the year. His first ever playoff action in a decade in the league. Back to pass. Looks to set up a screen. McCaffrey has room. And a block. Christian McCaffrey upended right around a first down. And he should have it and will. I got a good block from Daniel Brunskill out there on the screen.
Yeah, the best part about this screen is the timing. McCaffrey doesn't get out there too fast. The landmark for those screens is the inside edge of the numbers. So watch, he allows his lineman to get. Now watch where he hits it. Right along those, they call them railroad tracks. The offensive linemen know you're either going to kick guys off the numbers or pin them inside. Well timed, be the perfect landmark.
Initially,
Expired.
But they mark him just short. So 2nd and 1. McCaffrey cuts up. Now he's got it. And a first down. You know, that's another big thing about this 49ers team. Maybe the ability to withstand this injury because they went out and traded for McCaffrey. Look at where they were before they got him. After, in the 12-1, in the one game they lost, he had gotten there Thursday night and he played against Kansas City Sunday.
Absolutely. I mean, since McCaffrey joined them with a full week of practice following that Kansas City game where you mentioned he got traded after that Thursday night football game in the middle of the night. And he played on Sunday. They lost to Kansas City, and they haven't lost since.
Offside.
Pressure. Johnson throws. Oh, good catch. McCaffrey bobbled and held on. And gets just a little bit short of a first down.
And I think early on, these are the throws Josh Johnson's going to be comfortable with. Nice job there by McCaffrey. He knows he's the outlet. Just find space. Find a gap in the defensive line that your quarterback can see you clearly. I think if he catches that ball clean, he might pull away from White. It was that bobble double catch that allowed White to make the tackle short.
Second and short, quarterback sneak. And that'll move the chains for a first down. Well, the Ravens
expired.
Presented by Verizon, headed back to Las Vegas.
One thing I like about the Eagles, Howie Roseman, their GM, he makes the right calls on the free agents, man. I gotta give him that.
You go back and to go back to Brock Purdy for a second. You go back and you take a look at the mechanism. Got a little issue there on the sideline with the chains. You go back and you look at the way his arm was hit on that fumble, the mechanism and how his elbow went back. It is an elbow injury, but so often it's the grip strength.
Don't sleep on the Phillies GM. And he did a good job of draft like good combination of free agents and young guys.
Right, so watch when Reddick attacks his hand, his elbow really snaps back. And you see with a lot of pictures the torque they create on that joint, and watch how hard that right elbow kind of snaps back, and oftentimes the last feeling to come back is in your fingers and your ability to squeeze the ball.
Well, I'd say right now, while they hope that he comes back, a pretty good plan. I guess they had to go to backup chains.
We have now, I'm not going to say we've seen it all, but we've seen a lot.
I mean,
what's going on with these?
I didn't know they did. Do they have a backup to the backup?
They've got backups for everything.
That's what the delay was. What else can happen in this game? First down. Fake. Johnson in deep trouble. Graham in pursuit, throwing for Ayuk, and it's incomplete. And it brings up second down.
Yeah, really nice job here by Brandon Graham. They're trying on these early down runs to get these defensive ends to chase that toss action to McCaffrey. He does a great job making Josh Johnson get depth.
Brandon Graham's still good, even though he old.
I like
Bucs don't got that.
Shanahan is using those early downs, play action, not just turning around.
But he's been good for a long time anyway.
Early down, give his quarterback a chance to get some completions on first and second down.
Here is McCaffrey, right side, breaks the tackle, good shifty move, gets that, still going.
Oh!
He's gonna score.
Wow. The Bucs don't got that. John Lynch made the trade, by the way. Wow. Wow.
Christian McCaffrey's put the team on his back this drive, a little wham block, outside in.
Oh, good move.
This is just rush after contact. This is just refusing to go down. Nothing pretty. Just
good move.
Jumping over guys, running through contact, and
wow.
On the way to hanging this game, and now tied up.
Well, the defense got a big stand, forced the Eagles to punt from their own end zone, and then it was the Christian McCaffrey drive. Amazing. And with all that's gone on, we are tied at 7. Here
wow. John Lynch made that trade, by the way. Can Jason Light do something like that? Has he ever done anything like that? No.
Wow, Apple, this picture is so amazing, right?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Jennifer Lawrence, Selena Gomez documentary.
I'm just saying. Jason Light didn't make no trades last year, like this past season. He didn't make no trades, man. He stuck with it. Like, oh, we good. Gotta be aggressive, man.
I guess I could do prison.
He had a chance to trade OJ Howard. Didn't do it. Expired. Yep.
At this point, who doesn't?
Yeah. Who doesn't at this point? Like you just said, Scorsese, DiCaprio, De Niro.
Last year, Jason Light made no moves during the season. Didn't make no trades and nothing. He just, everything he did was in the off season before the season started. But when it was like a clear, like he could make an upgrade, if there's an opportunity to make an upgrade, you do it. John Lynch did it. C-Mac did it. You gotta know when to push the buttons, man. Howie Roseman, John Lynch. That's one of the reasons why we're not playing right now. Harry Roseman and Jason Light and John Lynch. Look at those 3 GMs right there. How would you rank them? How would you rank those GMs? Jason Light, if we're going to compare ourselves to the Eagles and 49ers, right? That's where we want to be at. How would you rank them? Jason Light, Harry Roseman, John Lynch. How would you rank them?
Has anybody else been fired recently?
Like, here's the thing. People think GM is simple. It's not. I'll explain this to how it works.
She's on top.
I explain how this works.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri, who leads the league in rushing touchdowns.
Welcome back to the NFC Championship.
You gotta know when to press the buttons. Expired.
Tied at 7. Here in this first half, Christian McCaffrey spent his show since Brock Purdy got hurt. You know he's getting the ball. He's delivering with an epic touchdown run moments ago from 23 yards out. See the 9th straight game with a touchdown run for him. And the 49ers playing without their quarterback with an elbow injury.
Because if we're going to compare ourselves to the top teams, well, we got to compare ourselves to the top front office. Eric DeCosta, the Bills GM, Seattle GM. We got to compare ourselves to these top teams.
They've got to dig him out with the receiver, Jennings, but they never get him. I mean, this is a tackle for no gain. McCaffrey jumps over him, makes Slay miss, takes a big shot, and then still scores. I mean, it's just a remarkable run. Nobody happier in this building than Brock Purdy coming over and understanding it's going to take a lot of guys to step up anytime you have your 4th string quarterback in there, and they're going to need their stars to perform, and that's what McCaffrey did.
And now it's the Eagles. See if they get the offense going, and they'll run it with Sanders. And you think about what they did.
The beautiful thing I love about both of these teams, I love their trenches on both sides of the ball. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I would not be upset if the Bucs in the first 4 rounds go O-line, D-line, O-line, D-line. Or D-line, D-line, O-line. I would not be mad at all. First four picks in the trenches. I would not be mad at it. Would y'all be mad at that? Would y'all be okay with that?
Sanders right up the gut, runs into a fungo and a brick wall. He's going to be short of a first down.
Would y'all be mad that if the Bucs in the first 4 rounds go trenches, O-line, D-line, O-line, D-line, or D-line, O-line, D-line, O-line, or D-line, D-line, O-line, O-line, or O-line, O-line, D-line, D-line, first 4 rounds? Would y'all be mad at that? Oh, we got our first super chat today. You know what I'm saying? Josh Wood with the $5 super chat. You got to chill with that expired, bro. I can't chill with that, man. I can't do it. Can't do it.
3rd and 2. It is Hurts with a nice move and a spin, and he is going to be short.
Look at the 49ers defense. They're not having it.
Now the Eagles are aggressive. They go for these quarterback sneaks a lot. Do they go here? Here's the play.
Great job here. It's the same play we saw Nick Bosa blow up almost for the safety in the first quarter. And Nick Sirianni,
49 defense not playing games, dog.
He's got 2 options here. Obviously, that quarterback sneak is what they've been known for.
49 defense not having it. Expired.
They do have some counters off of it, but this looks like sneak.
It is sneak and Hurts surges forward.
Look, Nick Sirianni. He go for it. Todd Bowles, punt. Todd Bowles will punt the ball. That's the problem. Nick Sirianni, aggressive. Kyle Shanahan, aggressive. We have a conservative head coach. So we behind. I'm telling you. Look, let's go past the. We're behind in coaching. We got no OC, our head coach in question. We're behind, folks. I'm trying to get y'all to see the bigger picture here.
On 3rd, if you've already told yourself we get it to 4th and short, there's no question. We're going for it.
Hurts to throw. A lot of time. Sanders out of the backfield catches, but tackled immediately by Talanoa Hufanga. Rihanna returns at the Apple Music Super Bowl 57.
Donovan Smith, expired. Luke Gedeke, expired. Ryan Jensen, almost expired. Shaq Mason. 2 more years. Expired. Tristan Wirfs. Good to go. Leonard Fournette. Expired.
Haven't seen him really with the run game. 4 carries, -2 yards. He's usually such a threat.
Look how tight these corners are. Expect at some point they're going to take a shot.
There's a shot. Devontae Smith. Good coverage. Incomplete. Charvarius Ward. Great coverage and knocked it away.
You want to get up and challenge these receivers. All right, Philly's saying, all right, I got 2 of them. Devontae Smith trying to get on top of Charvarius Ward. That is a remarkable job playing the ball there by Ward. Same thing on the other side. Diamador Lenore up against A.J. Brown.
49 secondary, right? They get with it. 49 secondary. When that pass rush runner, you got your pass rush, your corner's going to play so much confidence. Your cornerback's going to play with so much confidence, you got a good pass rush. Oh, man.
Jimmy Ward had a chance, and now the penalty. The Eagles signaling it's on San Francisco, and that's going to be it.
Jalen Hurts out there looking crazy.
A.J. Brown was in the slot. He kind of spun him in a circle. You see him right here. He's trying to work a little inside, little slant chair out. He just kind of bear hugs him, and it's a pretty obvious call.
Defense number 1. Ball pushes on the foul. Automatic. First down.
Well, I mean, I guess
Shaq Barrett almost expired.
Just go for it all. I mean, why make it a cheapie?
Jimmy Ward's arguing there. He's saying that some of the contact was initiated by A.J. Brown.
Cody Russell, $2 super chat. You're the GM of the Bucs. How would you fix us? I explained it already. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Cody. I've kind of explained this over and over again. Start here, finish here. You work your way inside out. Don't worry about receivers. Don't worry about running backs. Don't worry about tight ends.
He absolutely did. He was trying to throw that ball all the way out of
Tom Brady expired.
Take a look at pregame. So you see here, there's A.J. Brown, Jimmy Ward kind of comes through where Philadelphia is warming up, and those were the 2 guys involved in that last matchup on the PI. So we'll keep an eye. Anytime they put A.J.
Levante David almost expired. William Golson expired. Hakeem Hicks expired. Nacho expired.
Looks that way, not there. Gets away. Flag flies. Maybe a hole. Hurts. Just nowhere to run. Well played by San Francisco.
San Francisco defense is ridiculously good. They got a number of pass rushers. Come on, referees.
Yeah, when they threw the flag, I think all of us were expecting it to be a hold. You'll see T.Y. McGill, number 96. He clearly has that right hand in the face mask of Landon Dickerson, and what goes from a really nicely defended play, the defensive line, again, kind of corralling Hurts and making it hard for him to escape.
Hurts, we're seeing his passing ability against a good defense. It's not great. He's struggling.
And another penalty. That time the Eagles move.
He's struggling, bro. Hurts is struggling out there. You got a good defense. It looks like this. Somebody, yeah, good question. A good point. If you look at the Bucs history, trenches. Who stands out?
That's going to be an Isaac Seumalo.
From 2022 all the way back. Let's go back 20 years. From 2000 to 2022. Or 2022. Look at our trenches. Who stands out? Who stands out? Look at our trenches. 20 years of trenches. Who stands out? Offense, defense, and line. Point them out.
Hurts stands in over the middle. Catch is made, and a short completion it is. And Dallas Goedert has it. Maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Don't worry, I'll wait. Look how far you got to go back. I mean, the Bucs don't have a great history in the trenches.
Hurts over the middle. Gainwell makes the catch. Makes a great move. And another. He dives down near the 45. He's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down. Good move by Gainwell to get around Greenlaw to pick up 9.
Yeah, and a really nice job there before the snap by Jalen Hurts. Both Drake Greenlaw and Fred Warner were walked up in those A gaps. We saw earlier in the game, Drake Greenlaw come up.
No, y'all thinking now, huh? Go look at the Bucs trenches. Who like the crown jewels, like Tristan Wirfs. That's it. And if you're going to D-line, you got Warren Sapp. You know, Warren Sapp was a crown jewel, right? McFarland was pretty decent, right? McCoy, pretty decent, right?
Take a look at the work by the inside.
I'm just trying to get y'all to see the bigger picture. The Bucs don't do a great job in the trenches. They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't do a great job at just building trenches. They don't believe in that. Trenches. Trenches.
But Kenneth Gainwell in his first career 100-yard game last week with a biggie there of 17.
Watch Fred Warner. He doesn't go because he's thinking it's RPO. That's the best linebacker in the league. Look, he's standing still. That's what this offense does to these defenders. It makes 4-4, 4-5 linebackers play 4-7.
Gainwell with a big pickup takes us to the 2-minute warning. 7-7 game. Eagles on the move.
Ali Marpet. Boom. That's a good one. Simeon Rice. But he wasn't drafted by the Bucs. I'm talking about drafting, folks. Dalvin Joseph wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. He was pretty nasty. He was nasty. What up, Felix?
Boogeyman. The snake that comes for your kids when you're not paying attention. Full trailer run right now. Rated PG-13. Only in theaters June 2nd.
Trenches, fellas. Vita. Yep, Vita. There we go. There you go, Vita. Yeah. Vita Vea. Yeah. Trenches. Stop reaching outside of the trenches. I'm talking about the trenches. I'm giving y'all an idea of how I would look at the Bucs moving forward. If I was the GM, assistant GM, player personnel director, I'm looking at the trenches. If I can upgrade outside of Tristan Wirfs, if I can upgrade, I'm upgrading every position on both sides of the ball. Outside of Vita, if I can upgrade, I'm upgrading. Or I'm drafting somebody else on top of that. If we got Joe Tryon, I'm going to draft another one. We just drafted Logan Hall. I'm drafting another one. Outside of Tristan Wirfs on the O-line, everybody else on that O-line, if I got to upgrade, younger, cheaper, and got a good, that's pretty good. Good history in college, I'm drafting. But we got Ryan Jensen. So what? Drafting. We got Robert Hazen. So what? I'm drafting. What about Shaq Mason? He's expensive. So what? I'm drafting the right guard. That's how I would work. That's why I'm different. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene until they're missing.
Made possible by thinking about football and not
Mel Too Cool. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Who you got for this year's Super Bowl? I got the Eagles and Bengals winning the AFC. I don't know, man. I don't know. Who do I got winning the Super Bowl? You know, for the Eagles and Bengals and winning the AFC NFC Championship games. I just want to see good games. I just want to see good games. And this game right here is good. Pull up to the scene until they're missing. If there's an opportunity to upgrade, if I have an opportunity to upgrade, y'all understand what that means? If there's an opportunity when I'm drafting, I am picking the guy or adding more competition. Where do the Bucs pick at? 19? There's an opportunity for the Bucs to get somebody good at 19 in the trenches, either side of the ball. They better do it, in my opinion.
Second down. Hurts with time. Can't find anyone. Penalty flies from the secondary. Now Hurts going to throw it away. And now, who's the penalty on? The signal is on San Francisco.
Yo, what's all the penalties for, man? Come on, referees.
Wow, that'll be the third of this drive on their defense.
Yeah, the penalties have just been backbreaking. The defensive line is doing a great job. We saw the hands to the face earlier. This time,
My goodness, all these penalties, man.
Illegal contact, defense number 7.
The referee's getting in the way.
And they called on Charvarius Ward, the corner. He's lined up on the tight end, Dallas Goedert. See that left arm? That's probably what the official sees. Don't you think, Mike Pereira, that left arm wrapped around Goddard's back, preventing him from running that out-breaking route?
And even if the left arm wasn't there, he rode him beyond 5 yards with the quarterback in the pocket, so it becomes illegal contact.
Referees are in the way.
And so they move it down to the 18. Hurts. Sanders getting a block from Johnson over there, but Greenlaw flies over to make a great tackle.
I mean, the speed of Dre Greenlaw. This, again, another time we thought Miles Sanders was going to be able to circle the defense. Watch the inside-out pursuit. He avoids the block from Kelsey and then just outruns Lane Johnson. You saw Fred Warner do it earlier. These are two of the premier linebackers in the entire league. And you can see why.
Second down and 5. Sanders gets it left side. Big run and a touchdown for Sanders. His second.
Running game. Running game matters, folks. Oh, no. We got Tom Brady. $54, $55, $56, $57, $58, $59, $60, $61, $62, $63, $64, $65, $66. Woo!
Dre Greenlaw runs around it. They call it back door. He's supposed to force that ball back up inside.
Bucs are so they're in their own way.
One of the best centers of all time. One of the best pullers. And
Running game matters in the playoffs, folks. Yeah, you can throw the ball six times, but keep on throwing that ball. It's a disaster. Disaster. It'll happen next year too. Go ahead and throw the ball 720 times or whatever, 720 something, 700 plus times, and see what your record gonna be. Go ahead, Tampa. Go get OC that's gonna cater to Brady and throw the ball 700 times. Screen, check down, screen, deep ball, pass interference, please, screen, crossing route. That ain't nothing. You're gonna get the same results. What team is doing that?
So everyone else can go back and find their own business.
Oh, Chris Godwin got 100 catches for 1,001 yards. What the heck is that? What is that? What is that? Mike Evans, 115 catches for 1,010 yards. What is that? What is this? What is this? That's like a running back with 400 carries for 1,000 yards. Trash. Jimmy G can do that. Derek Carr can do that. You ain't doing nothing special with that. Where you going with that? 8 and 10. That's where you're going at. But you got 4,600 yards, 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. 8 and 10. And care less about that. 8 and 10. 8 and 10. 8 and 10. Wake up, Mr. West.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
8 and 10. Over 700 attempts. 8 and 10. Offense, 18 points a game. Trash. They ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna throw the ball 700 sometimes 2 years in a row. 700 plus times 2 years in a row. You broke your own attempts 2 years in a row.
Was working John Hussey, the referee today, and just trying to get some calls. 3 defensive calls on the 49ers on that drive helped the touchdown, but Mike Ferrer said during the drive they were all legitimate calls. And the Eagles finishing off a monster drive because of it. 14 plays, 75 yards.
Oh, we got the passing record. What the heck is that?
And now 136 to go
in the NFC. Look what we got to go against. Expired. You're not beating the Eagles and 49ers chucking the ball around. You're not doing that. You're not beating the teams with the trenches in the playoffs. You're not doing it. It's not happening. In the NFC, you can spin it how you want to spin it. You can nitpick all you want to nitpick, but you got to go through the NFC. And throwing the ball 700 sometimes, you ain't going nowhere. 8 and 10, expired. Nitpick all you want to. Don't get mad at me. The Bucs did it to themselves. I'm just pointing it out. 700 sometimes, 720 sometimes, 8 and 10.
To try to steal a possession going into halftime. This first down call will tell us exactly how aggressive Kyle Shanahan wants to be.
Johnson's going to throw it. That's pretty aggressive. And in stride Samuel, who has a first down. Man, I think there's your answer.
Yeah, and then the rule is once you get your first down, now you go fast. You'll see they're going to pick their tempo up. The first down play sets the tone for a 2-minute drive.
Ball is bobbled and it's on the ground and loose. Who's going to get it?
Another oh my goodness.
He just dropped it. I mean, that was a good snap.
The Eagles have it.
Josh Johnson, godly, bro.
Wow. And it's Reddick who's got the 2.
Hassan Reddick again? What's Josh Johnson doing?
Right in the hands. He just takes his eyes off of it.
Come on, fam.
Progression, and instead of just falling on it, kind of bumbles it around. It gets
Josh Johnson, bro.
Hassan Reddick is able to wrestle it free, and that is the worst case. That is a nightmare for the San Francisco 49ers going into halftime.
Now 1:11 left in the half. 2 timeouts for the Eagles.
As long as Josh Johnson been in the league, why does he look like that? He looks so incompetent. Hey, this is a $5 super chat. LOL. I had to turn down my audio. I had to turn it on. I had to turn my audio down when you were laughing. The noise sounded. Oh snap! Oh my gosh, my bad, man. Did it sound? What did it sound like? Dang!
Hurts on the give. Scott going backwards, and there's a penalty at the end. There's a face mask, I believe, on Greenlaw.
Why do players tackle with their arms?
Penalties just killing the 49ers.
Yeah, Greenlaw does a great job. He's forcing Boston Scott out of bounds. You can clearly see that left hand grab his face mask right in front of the official. And
boy, oh boy, man, they got to get better with their tackling skills, man.
you see Nick Sirianni, he's calling for it before the flag comes out. It was pretty clear, and D'Amico Ryans goes.
Face mask, defense number 57. They run in behind the line, so we enforce that 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Correction, half the distance, first down. Thank you.
Everything going wrong for the 49ers right now.
Middle of the pack to the penalized team this year. It's been a big story in this first half. There's 6 to the half, and now the Eagles in business with a 1st and goal. 21 seconds to go, 2 timeouts, so they can do whatever they want here.
Lightning Films, what's up, man?
Allows them to continue to activate.
This is my attorney from Giants, the quarterback coach, and pitcher from Cincinnati. I'll give me the Cincinnati quarterback coach. Give me the Cincinnati quarterback coach as OC.
Hurts gonna give it to Scott. Racing around the edge. Scott in.
Oh my goodness.
And touchdown, Philadelphia.
Damn. You know, it happens, bruh. Purdy got injured, penalties.
Yeah, so Nick
Everything's going bad.
Player of this zone read, and for whatever reason, he decides to go inside. He's got to force that edge. You see Philadelphia, they're lining up to go for 2 here.
Turnovers.
Maybe try to make them jump off sides.
Penalties.
And get this ball down to the 1, knowing they have those 2 timeouts. You can see Nick Sirianni, they couldn't get it communicated. So Nick Sirianni knows he has those 2 timeouts in his pocket. So what they do is they line the offense up, try to go a hard count. If they jump, now you can go for 2 because the ball would be on the 1-yard line. And then you always can use your timeout. But now they have to line up for an extra point, KB, because you can't use back-to-back timeouts. So their plan of using their offense to try to cut this half the distance to the goal now. Yeah, they had 12 men on the field. You can see he's mad.
I mean, he lost his gum.
He lost his mind. He lost his gum.
I like Nick Sirianni, man. That dude, he fire, ain't he? Offensive background, receivers coach.
And the most rushing touchdowns in a single season all time now, tied with the Yellow Jackets. You know it's been a long time. Unbelievable. 3 here today. Extra point attempt by Elliott is up and good. Let's hear now from Gordon Ramsay for a special announcement.
Put down those wings and listen up. 2 weeks from tonight, Next Level Chef is coming into your living room after the Super Bowl here on Fox. Don't be a donut. Make sure you watch.
Well, I mean, just think about this. 49ers have the ball, 3 timeouts. They come out aggressive. They hit a pass to Deebo Samuel. Looks like they're on their way to start a good
Josh Johnson looks so incompetent.
Snap by Josh Johnson. Reddick recovered, and then Boston Scott sprinting to the edge. Got by Greenlaw, just gets in bounds for the 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. And now Josh Johnson, who certainly didn't expect to be playing today, there with quarterbacks coach Brian Greasy. And now the 49ers, well, things have changed quite a bit, especially when you have your 4th quarterback of the year in there.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to win games with your 4th quarterback. Yeah, let's be real. Brian Greasy, the quarterback coach?
Defensive penalties lead to the long scoring drive, and as you just saw, giving the ball back to Philly. That's what we
this doesn't make the 49ers a bad team. Let's make this clear. Don't get it twisted now.
Is that Philadelphia gets another possession, and that's exactly what happened after the turnover.
And now Cloud's going to take it out, take a shot. Why not? Makes a couple men miss. Oh, he's got some room, and all the way out to the 40 with 10 seconds left. And both of these teams are look, they're so good. They're the top 2 in the NFC. They're also not used to playing from behind, right? The highest percentage of time spent in the league, well, it's these 2. The Eagles are a little bit ahead of the 49ers. The 49ers are going to be trailing at the half, and that'll be new territory. But more importantly, they're going to be trailing with Josh Johnson at quarterback, with Purdy, the injury to the elbow.
The good thing about it is,
come back in the second half.
when you see 2 teams that's really good playing against each other, it's a lot of nitpicking going on. But it doesn't change the overall point of that these teams are good. It doesn't change the fact that both of these teams are good. You can nitpick all you want to. It ain't gonna make your argument sound good. The 49ers got their 4th-string quarterback. What do you expect? Like, what? Seriously, like, come on, man. Make on. And it's not only just a 4th-string quarterback. This dude is Josh Johnson. 15 teams in what? How many years? Come on, man. Use your brain. Oh, the 49ers suck. Okay. Hey, look at the 49ers. They losing. Oh, they got their fourth string quarterback in. Add some context to that, man.
Quick hitter outside to Samuel. Gets a couple of blocks, breaks a tackle. Samuel driven into the ground, and that will officially end this first half.
Missing context. Oh, look at the 49ers. They losing. Oh, they losing, man. What's going on? Bro, what's wrong about Purdy? Josh Johnson in there. Excuse me? Josh Johnson. Yeah. Get out of here, man. People just like to just nitpick and put, you know what? They do a twist in that. No. The 49ers still good. You ain't going to spend this. Nope. I'm not letting you do it. 2 turnovers, penalties, and you're on your 4th-string quarterback. You're not. It's hard to win a game like that. What team has won a game like that? Shanahan's system is good, but come on, man. Josh Johnson, 4th-string, he wasn't even expecting to play. But here you go, trying to twist it, trying to, and then you try to take what you're seeing on TV right now and try to add other variables. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, fellas. I see what you're doing in the chat room. You're trying to, because you're looking at the game. Oh, look at Shanahan's system. It's not, you can plug and play, right? 4th-string quarterback, man. Josh Johnson, out of all people. He wasn't even expected to play. But see, you got to add context. I can't let you do that. I refuse to let you just say anything you want to say in this chat room. You're going to add context. You're going to add context, and when you say something and I see it, I'm adding context to it. Because people like to leave stuff out. See, this is one thing about the internet. When you talk, they don't talk about everything. They only say a little piece of it. It's 21-7. 49ers trash, and they're not really good. Leave so much context out. You can't leave context out on this channel, baby. I'm going to get you. If I see your comment, and if it catches my eye, and you say a bold statement, and I'm going to wait, and I'm going to look at your comment, and I'm going to see if you add anything else to that. And if you don't add anything else to it, I'm not going to call your name out. But trust me, I'm going to add context to your comment every time. Don't get mad at me. I'm just adding context. I'm adding other stuff to it that matters. That's why you rarely see me in arguments, because I make sure you see the whole picture. I give you a canvas, and I want you to paint the picture. And if I see something missing, I'm going to say, hey, you're missing this piece right here. Yes. 4th-string quarterback. Don't forget that part.
Let's go. I love root for great. You want to root for the underdog. Good luck with that. I'm controversial when I don't even need to. It doesn't matter how many times I'm right, you'll still argue with me. This is the herd.
What's the plan?
The Bucs got work to do, man. As long as the Bucs draft right and make the couple moves in free agency and avoid injuries and get the bounces, you can get there. Every year is like this, man. We see this every year. From week 1 all the way to the Super Bowl. It's who's the most healthiest team, who's playing well, who's getting the bounces, who's not turning the ball over. All these variables factor in. Nothing's easy, folks. The Bucs just caught a bad season, and they had a lot of bad things happen.
When he tried to go through with his arm, they caught him on his forearm. The elbow goes forward, and obviously what we're hearing is it's a nerve. So if it's a nerve, what's happened is all the way it burns all the way down to the hand. You can't feel your fingers. It will come back. More than likely, not today.
You know how Hassan Reddick has really made a huge impact this season. He did it here early. Yeah, 16 sacks during the year. You had to figure out how are we going to deal with him. They chose poorly. They have dropped the backup tight end versus Kittle blocking him. Strip sack, hits the elbow, changes the trajectory of the game, and then again, you try to block Hassan Reddick 16 sacks a year with a wide receiver and tight end who's late getting across the formation. Once again, second sack in the game. Hassan Reddick's been doing this all year. You know, Jimmy, Josh Johnson is the 49ers' 4th quarterback this season.
The Bucs guys got to get it right.
Well, all week long, he's probably been simulating Jalen Hurts. He hasn't had a whole lot of work. And with
the Bucs got to get it right, man.
Mental out, the really Christian McCaffrey's going to have to carry this football team.
Gotta get it right. That's all. The Bucs, once they get it right, it will be fine. But the question is, you got faith in them getting it right.
Here the ball thrown a little bit behind him. He picks up another first down. Then he makes a fantastic run. Makes 4 different guys miss. They break tackles.
Shout out to William Butler with the $5 super chat. Salute, big dog. There you go. Appreciate it, William Butler. Appreciate it.
Even if you have to throw just short balls, short passes, but here.
It's so funny because the 49ers will be decent. I mean, first string, Trey Lance, Jimmy G, Brock Purdy, and they were looking pretty decent. And then now you way down to the 4th string quarterback.
You just know, just don't mess it up. You have a good team around you who can help. And now being down 14, the Eagles defense putting their ears back, and they're coming off that line and rushing the pass. They put themselves on a lot of pressure in San Francisco.
All right, look, there's still 2 more quarters to play in this game, and it's only a 2-score game. But right now, the Philadelphia fans are already celebrating.
Bad luck, man.
DJ Jazzy Jeff is performing here at halftime. I guess considering the date of that song, grandparents just don't understand these days. When we come back, we'll get you all set for the AFC title. Joe Burrow and the Bengals at KC. The Verizon halftime is brought to you by Verizon, the network you deserve, the savings that last.
I have dated a lot of guys in the city. It hasn't worked out for me.
Bus gotta tighten up, man.
You too pretty to be in a place like this. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Take me home. Facts.
Has anybody else been fired recently?
Expired.
We're coming in. On your knees right now.
Tomorrow, Alert Missing Persons Unit is a weekly thrill ride.
We have 7 missing women, and I figured out how they connect.
So that's it. Revenge.
This is evil. He's got to be stopped. I think I might know where he is. Hey, police! Hey!
The others, where are they? Where are the other women?
I need you to put that knife down. Jay!
All new Alert Missing Persons Unit tomorrow at 9 on Fox. All new season of The Masked Singer premieres Wednesday, February 15th.
Wouldn't that be funny? Brady be show up on The Masked Singer. I'd be like, oh, he's on The Masked Singer.
Winning coach gets brother bragging rights for a year. I like it.
Now, why? You know, I got a question for y'all. Why is the NFL stuffing the Manning brothers in our face every chance they get? What's up with that? Anybody got any ideas on that? Thought on that? It's like he's stuffing the Manning brothers in our face. Like, God, hey man, what's up? Like, come on, man. Like, why do they keep stuffing the Manning brothers in our face? Apple a day, keep the doctor away. I don't eat apples every day, but I eat green apples.
Nothing but rushing touchdowns in the first half. The Eagles have a 2-touchdown lead as we welcome you back to Philadelphia. Of course, later tonight, the AFC Championship game for the second year in a row.
What up, Adonis?
At Kansas City.
I resent that package. I didn't have to pay for it, so it should be getting there by Monday, I think, Tuesday.
Well, Mike Burrowhead, all started with you, but now that you are in this building, moments from kickoff, how do you make sure you guys back it up?
We just got to go out and execute. You know, it's not going to be easy. This is a great team we're going against. You know, this is the AFC Championship. So
did you know when the Bengals played us in Tampa, when I went to that game?
Go out and get a win.
Thanks so much. Good luck tonight.
They didn't have Mike Hilton, and they still beat us. The defense still shut us out the second half.
Cincinnati Bengals defense has been playing great. They held Buffalo to their least amount of points scored all year last week. And if Travis Kelce does not play, expect the Bengals to rattle Mahomes all game without a safety valve. Someone's going to have to step up to the plate. Is it going to be Juju Smith-Schuster or is it going to be Jerick McKinnon? We will see later on. All right, Gronk mentioned that because Jay reported in the pregame show that Travis Kelce injured his back in practice this week. He's crossing his fingers. He is a game-time decision. All right, another half to go here from Philadelphia in the NFC Championship game. Another Philly fan, Bradley Cooper, getting the crowd all riled up
We'll see if it works here in the second half.
The honor dogs are a group of fringe separatists planning an attack.
911 Lone Star, all new Tuesday at 8/7 Central on Fox.
I done seen reports about Gronk coming back to the Bucs and Brady coming back to the Bucs. I'm like, what is going on with the Bucs, man? Like, look, 3 years from now, y'all gonna be crying, boy. If we don't get this right, 3 years from now, y'all gonna be crying. Y'all gonna be crying, man.
I'm gonna change your world. That's really interesting. Let's go. I love root for great. You want to
Tell you, we don't get this right, y'all gonna be crying, boy. I'm gonna be sitting back, go back and watch my video in 2023.
how many times I'm right.
But when we don't get this right, I'm telling y'all, it's a fine line between what the Bucs are doing right now. You want to win now, okay? You better get it right. You don't get it right, ooh, child, things ain't gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, no. If they don't get this right, if they want to try and go one more round, I'm not putting my eggs in that basket. I tell you that much. I'm gonna be very, very cautious of what I say next season or this upcoming season. If the Bucs go back to the same route, the same kind of like setup, older free agents, you bring back Brady, you try to crawl your back, try to make Gronk crawl back, you get on your knees and Gronk, please come back one more season, da. Come 2024 in January 29th, 2024. I promise you, we're gonna have this conversation. In 2024, like, what are we gonna do? No. I'm telling you, the Bucs better get it right. If you go back that route, you got to get it all the way right. I'm telling y'all.
Man, I'm trying to lock down a perimeter and you worried about sauce. It's all about the sauce. We gotta run it. Come on now.
Trying to tell y'all, you better get it right. You want to bring Brady back? You better get it right. We'll look like the Lakers.
The NFL is sponsored by Intuit TurboTax. Come to TurboTax and don't do your taxes. Meet with an expert
And don't let the Bucs have a bad season again. Told y'all. I'm trying to tell you, warning signals. I'm telling y'all, there's a lot of warning signals. And here's the thing about it. The Bucs put themselves in a situation where if you don't get it right, you're screwed. You're screwed. You know you are.
You need your stars to show up. Christian McCaffrey put the team on his back. And a touchdown.
But I'm going to keep telling y'all this. At some point, you got to move forward. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to accept it or not. At some point, you got to move forward. When? 2023? 2024? 2025? You're going to stop calling for Brady and Gronkowski. You're going to stop calling for them at some point. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do when you can't call for Brady and Gronkowski? What are you going to do, Bucs fans and Brady fans? Matter of fact, where are the Brady fans going to go when Brady leaves? Are you going to stay with the Bucs? Or are you going to be like, F you, Bucs, we out? What are you going to do? Are you going to ride with us? I'm telling you. Look, I told y'all. I literally told y'all this the other day. Look, if you go back with Brady, all right, cool. All right, cool. Like, okay, cool. All right, cool. But you got other problems that you got to fix.
Wow, we're all just trying to take a breath down here. All right, so I ran it.
Look, I'm okay with that. You bring Brady back. Understand how this works. The pressure is going to be extremely high.
He said it sounds like a no. We haven't been told officially from the 49ers. It's still questionable with an elbow. What's key? He said stop turning the ball over.
Trying to tell y'all, man.
First half, we've been executing our.
I'm trying to warn y'all. Y'all ain't listening to me. You better get everything else right. Don't worry about the quarterback. Get everything else right. The quarterback will be fine. If it's Brady, cool. Get everything else right. Don't worry about the quarterback. The quarterback will be fine. You know what? If it's Brady. If it's a Derek Carr, Jimmy G.
Offensively, really pleased with their ability to run the ball. He said he hopes they get some shots down the field. Message to the team, 11-1. Finish these 30 minutes and get to the next game. Second and long. Hargrave with some pressure. Johnson runs away, and it's incomplete. There's the pressure Tom talked about. 3 sacks for Philadelphia. Now a third.
Why do Josh Johnson look so incompetent, though?
Take a look here. You're going to see George Kittle. He's going to go in motion, and they just drop him. You see he's waving his hands. He's doing jumping jacks. But as you mentioned, that front, that pressure from Philadelphia just speeds up the quarterback so fast.
Pressure coming. Johnson lets one fly. He's got a completion, and there is Kittle makes the catch. And a first down for the 49ers.
You want to see a master class in route running. This is called a spin dig. It looks like he's going to run an in-breaking route. You see the cornerback, James Bradbury, try to jump it.
The Bucs need a modern-day tight end. I'm just telling y'all, man. The Bucs got to figure this out. Cade Otton is cool. I just don't see the explosiveness. Just saying. I'm just pointing out that I keep telling y'all this, man. I keep throwing it in there every now and then. I like Cade Otton, but where's the explosiveness at tight end? Running back. Receiver. That's outside of the trenches. Just saying.
There's flags everywhere. That's going to be another delay of game. That's the third one since Johnson's come in the game.
What the heck, man?
You can see Josh Johnson. He's signaling to the sideline.
Ball being snapped. Go ahead, get in. Offense. 5-minute penalty. First down.
Watch, he's saying, you got to do it again. I can't hear. You oftentimes in these loud road stadiums, you see the quarterbacks kind of put their hands over their ears like earmuffs, but
explosiveness. 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 Hashtag explosiveness. 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 We got to get faster. We just got to get faster. That's all. That's one of the big things I would say.
4-man rush. Johnson gets it to McCaffrey in space, and a really solid tackle that time by Gardner Johnson after just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, you mentioned it. That's a heck of a tackle on one of the premier open field runners in the entire league, and that's really what San Francisco prides themselves on. It's a lot of short throw, long run, and the trio between McCaffrey in this case, but along with Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, we're all amongst the best of the league at their positions, and tackling in space is critical.
We got to get explosive, fellas.
Johnson hit as he throws. It is up there. It is nearly intercepted by Darius Slay. I think it was Ndamukong Suh who got the pressure.
Ndamukong Suh?
And his third down.
Yeah, you know you have good pass rush depth when Ndamukong Suh is your next wave of pass rushers inside. He's been doing it for a long time. Again, watch that left hand. That is eerily similar to the play that sent Brock Purdy out with the injury. It just shows how well coached this defensive line is. I think now they're coming out to take a look at Josh Johnson.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
Christian McCaffrey is the next man up at quarterback if Johnson has to go out of the game. He's the emergency, but he'd be next. Let's see what happened to Johnson.
I think his head hits the ground, and I think this came from upstairs.
Oh, my gosh.
The way his head snapped back. Yeah, McCaffrey. So they're making him come off and get checked out, but I'm not sure. Where do they turn here?
So now Purdy is throwing. Christian McCaffrey is changing helmets. I mean, has Christian McCaffrey ever gotten a play call on his helmet before?
I think you have two choices, right? You either turn over to McCaffrey now and go to a Wildcat, or as you see here, Brock Purdy come out. But now if you're Philadelphia, you're getting up and challenging the receivers. Until he
My goodness.
throw the ball far down the field,
This is getting crazy. What's so San Francisco problem? It's like every year it's always a quarterback situation. Hurt, banged up. It's always the quarterback with San Francisco.
Gonna give to McCaffrey right up the middle, and he gets tackled well short by TJ Edwards.
It's always the quarterback.
Able to throw, or they just hand it off and they'll figure it out on the sidelines now.
And I know Kyle Shanahan's one of the best offensive minds in the game. I just, at some point, you just run out of options. At some point, the cards that you're dealt, you just can't.
This is bad.
I think right now, this game for San Francisco all hinges on whether or not Josh Johnson is okay or not.
It's always the quarterback with them. Everything else is good. It's just the quarter every year.
Here is Wisnowski. Covey calls fair catch, does so up.
I mean, damn.
Eagles take over.
I mean, come on, bro. Every year it's always the quarterback. This is their third time in the NFC Championship game in 4 years. It's always the quarterback.
To you, it may just be an elevator. There goes nothing. But for a young homeowner becoming their
I mean, good God.
Come on in.
What's up, trendsetter?
More the merrier.
Send the ball.
Bonjour.
Little Destiny 1. What's up, man? Ronnie, what's up, man?
It's not easy. 10th floor, huh? Must be a heck of a view.
Okay, so everyone else is facing this way?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Okay, that was terrible. Okay, let's hang back. We're going to try that again.
When cold symptoms keep you up, try Vicks NyQuil Severe. Just one dose starts to relieve 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms to help take you from 9 to 9. From max strength nighttime relief.
What have you done for me lately? Ooh, ooh, ooh. 8 and 10.
That's the soundtrack of Chipotle.
That's what we are, folks. We're not a Super Bowl winning team. We're not the Super Bowl defending champions. We are an 8 and 9 team with some holes. It's got to get fixed. But all that stuff I said, all that matters. But the Bucs got to get the OC situation right, too. Got to get the coaching staff right. Let's start there. Can you win games with quarterbacks? Yes, you can. San Francisco proved that. If you got everything else right, you can win with quarterbacks, right? They just got bad luck. Gotta get that OC right. They need the OC bad though.
Orders are on time 95% of the time, but occasionally something unpredictable happens.
Hey, no, too much bread.
And if your eats ever get stuck, we'll make it right with 3 months of $0 delivery fee.
Oral treatment for COVID-19. Could it be right for you?
I think we'll have a better understanding
Like being over 50,
on whoever they pick as the OC.
asthma, or smoking, and you test positive.
Todd Bowles gotta get it right, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he don't get this right, he gonna be in a hot seat. Let's just say the Bucs are like 3-6 after week 9.
It's been a wild game and not so great for the 49ers. And now Josh Johnson, the 4th quarterback of the year, second of the game, he leaves. And Christian McCaffrey seemingly is going to be quarterback on the next series. Eagles go with the ball up by 2 touchdowns, going to run it with Miles Sanders. So first things first, let's go back to Josh Johnson.
Yeah, and it's so crazy that both injuries to the quarterback are like eerily similar to one another. Both opportunities, the guy's mid-throw, defensive player attacks the hand. In this case, Josh Johnson falls. And take a look. We mentioned coming into the game, Christian McCaffrey came in with that sore calf, and he was looking at the play sheet, going over, I guess, what they would run if he went in as a Wildcat quarterback. All the while, the trainer working on that right calf. So there's a lot for us to follow here in this second half.
Here's Hurts. Cross-arm drop by A.J. Brown right in the breadbasket, but he could not hang on. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
You know what's so crazy? San Francisco defense playing pretty good. Just unfortunate injuries, man.
Looks like they're massaging while he's looking at the play sheet.
Hurts don't even have 100 yards passing.
I don't know, the 10th, 11th. I mean,
Yeah, I think at some point, I mean,
It's getting crazy.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. It's just your options become really limited.
Yeah. He's looking at the play sheet right there, right? Who knows? Right now, 3rd and 7, Eagles.
Hurts don't even have 100 yards passing.
They seem redirecting this protection with these 2 linebackers up tight.
Blitz coming. It's blocked. Hurts taking a shot. A.J. Brown well covered by Charvarius Ward, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Great job.
Hurts is not a good passer. Let's be real.
To hang in there on that series.
Yeah, the first half, he was up bump and run, Devontae Smith, and he holds up. This time, it's a little sluggo, a little slant and pump. That's a
49 defense still playing good. Hurts don't even have 100 yards passing, folks.
Charvarius Ward has done a nice job holding up on the outside as you see Brock Purdy continuing to see if he can just get that grip strength, settle that elbow down, and see if he can come in and play hero.
This would be a different game if Purdy was playing.
Take it on the hop. Right up to the 40, and then tripped up at the 45. And the 49ers will take over there.
49 defense hanging in there, man.
For Kyle Shanahan. Brock Purdy, come on down.
49ers, man.
2 extra seats. Are we getting a dog? A Great Dane? 2 Great Danes. I know. Giant Uncle Dane and his giant beard.
That dude don't even have 100 yards passing.
Dragons are boring. Twin
He is the reasons why the Eagles winning this game. He is not in the top 3.
The Volkswagen Atlas.
He's not in the top 3 reasons why the Eagles are winning. He's a part of the reason why the Eagles are winning, but he is not like the primary reason. This is the way. This is the way.
This is the way.
The Mandalorian original series streaming soon only on Disney Plus.
This is the way. I heard that. Smart move, man. Quit while you're ahead.
This February, Michelob Ultra is taking over the big game.
You know what's the funny about the Bucs? The Bucs can't even really make any. They don't have any players to trade to get assets. I mean, you can say Levante, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, whatever, but really, like, I don't think teams would want to trade with the Bucs because they don't have any bodies that they can give up and get a good pick. Like, they're not going to give up Tristan Wirfs. They're not going to give up Antoine Winfield Jr. They're not going to give up Chris Godwin, or Vita. They're not going to give up Vita. But if you just look at the Bucs team, what tradable assets they have to get draft picks, like good draft picks, like, first round, second round, third round pick.
Field for the 49ers. Will he be able to throw? We're about to find out. Left early with that elbow injury. But San Francisco's out of options right now. 21-7 Eagles.
Jordan Davis is huge. Jesus Christ. The Eagles don't even have 170 yards total offense. So the 49ers defense doing their job.
Trying to stretch to the edge. He's cut off, and he is still on his feet. Now he's going to lose more yards. Well pursued by the Eagles as we go downstairs to Aaron.
Let's give you a sense of what's going on over here on the 49ers sideline as you look at Brock Purdy. George Kittle, he's almost working like a coach over here. He is just trying to get Brock Purdy to warm up, get going, and then here they are, guys, as they were in the huddle. He's got Brock smiling, and this is all your boy, Greg. This is Kittle screaming. He also came over to the offensive line to get him to loosen up because Trent Williams was frustrated, and he just starts to step up.
Well, Kittle's the man for that job. If anybody can keep it light, it's Kittle.
Second and long, McCaffrey. Not much there.
Brandon Graham is a little stout 6 foot, 270-pound dude, man.
Find out once and for all, is Brock Purdy capable of standing there and throwing the ball? Because if he's not, they need to know now, because as you mentioned, there's a long way to go here. There is an argument to be made, especially on first and second down. You're better off with Christian McCaffrey in that wildcat quarterback position where at least the quarterback is a threat to run.
Why is Fletcher Cox still rushing the passer? He's not really a great passer right now.
4-man rush trying to set up a screen. McCaffrey has some room. Oh, it's well played. Kaiser White was there. It looked like he had some room to roll. Edwards saw it coming too, and now a 4th down.
Yeah, when this ball was caught, it looked like there was some action. But take a look at TJ Edwards right here. He's out there kind of as a lone soldier. They've got the offensive lineman in front. He just runs right between them. Neither one of them blocks him. Jake Brendel, the center. Spencer Burford, the right guard.
That screenplay was a good, nice call, but they didn't block Kaiser, man.
McCaffrey has a shot there.
Got to make the block. That was a good play call.
Fair catch call by Covey inside the 10.
That was a good play call, man.
And the Eagles will take over. Up 21 to
Got to make that block, man.
NFC Championship.
Come to TurboTax.
I know that much is true. Know that much is true.
So you can do not taxes. Intuit TurboTax, 100% expert guaranteed. What if you were a trendy apparel company?
I know one thing is true. The Bucs got to get better.
To ensure more customers can buy more Sherpa-lined jackets, you call IBM to automate your IT infrastructure.
The Vikings got both now, man. They got Justin Jefferson and Jalen Reagor.
What used to take hours takes minutes. And you have an e-commerce platform designed to handle sudden spikes in overall demand, as in actual overalls. Let's create IT systems that roll up their own sleeves.
I'm just telling you, we got to get better.
Let's create. I thought Popeye is my treat. Now that my chores are complete.
You didn't do the laundry?
Let me ask y'all this question. Outside of the quarterback situation, what is on the team, football team, what is the Bucs' highest priority?
Push that button. We destroy the world. I don't know if we can be trusted with such a weapon, but I know the Nazis can't.
3, 2, 1.
Oppenheimer in theaters this summer.
I've been on that dating app, but girls are actually 400 miles away.
I have dated a lot of guys in the city. It hasn't worked out for me.
She's too pretty to be in a place like this.
Why I'm struggling so much with this.
This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Oppenheimer, the new film from Christopher Nolan.
I mean, how great is this shot? I mean, check this out. The 177th fighter wing with a flyover here in Philadelphia for the game. Mike Pereira got a ride there at the game. He parachuted in. It's amazing. Looks so cool and calm in his suits. 21-7 Eagles in this third quarter in a game that has had a lot of everything. And Hurts going to give it off to Boston Scott. And not much there. And so the 49ers, during this win streak, they've been first in everything. And you look at what they've done in the second half, 5.5 points per game in the second half is absurd. Also, the takeaways, which today favors Philadelphia.
Yeah, and in this second half, to me, that's their only hope. Their hope is that this defense has a heroic effort.
I don't know, man. I still rock with the 49ers defense, man. I like it. They're doing good, man.
To give a little spark to this struggling offense seems like the only path back.
Hurts going to throw it. Pressure. Rolling. Now this is going to take off Jalen Hurts up across the 15 and out to the 16 or so. Really the first time he's taken off today. And this is what we're faced with right now. Eagles up by 2 possessions. But, Greg, you're talking about the NFC ranks this year. Number 1 for Philadelphia and all the big plays and all their offense up until rushing was just 4th against number 1 in everything for San Francisco. That's where the game is being decided right this second.
Yeah, it's best first best. And I think right now Nick Sirianni and Shane Steichen have a decision to make. You know your opponent's offense is reeling. You know they're potentially operating without a quarterback who can throw the ball down the field. Does it change your approach, your aggressive nature you've had all year on offense?
3rd down. Hurts throws far side of the field. It's caught. Devontae Smith will convert for a first down. It's his first catch since that 4th and 3 that was controversial. That'll keep the drive moving.
Yeah, just a really simple throw and catch. Very soft coverage on the top of the screen. Diamador Lenore, the corner on that left side, just a real soft cushion. A lot of space between him and Smith pre-snap. That's an easy decision by Jalen Hurts.
He's going to hand it off here. Gainwell spinning his way out to the 30. And I'm curious how aggressive you think the Eagles will be here. Obviously, we know about the run game.
Now the Eagles gonna run the ball. They can run the clock down now.
Hanging in the balance right now.
You know, I wonder if can anybody grab Shane Steichen from the Phillies OC? Can anybody grab him? Like in the Bucs, interview him of a head coach? I'm just saying, you know, I don't know. I'm just wishful thinking, that's all.
I don't see a lot of conservatism in this Philadelphia offense.
Gainwell again tries to stretch to the edge and tackled for a loss that time. As Nick Bosa out there blew that play up, and now a 3rd down again. Boy, Bosa just looks like he's giving you everything today. He's had a battle with Lane Johnson all day. He's got cleated on special teams when a player got thrown into him. He's got blood all over his socks.
It just seems like he's due. You know, he went last week. They keep moving him over to this right side. Going against Lane Johnson. Lots been made about him playing through that adductor injury, and his performance today neutralizing the pass rush of Nick Bosa has been critical.
3rd down. Hurts with pressure, low throw, bobbled, and a great catch and a first down. Gainwell still chugging. Oh, what a play by Kenneth Gainwell. First to catch, and then the move for 17 yards and a first down.
Really nice job there by Jalen Hurts to feel that pressure and just buy himself that extra half count that he needed. The ball is a little off target. That is a great catch there by Kenneth Gainwell, and then great run after contact.
Yeah, number 76 is not good, folks. We got to do that. That left tackle situation is a big deal.
He does a great job reacting to a tough throw.
Hurts on the keep, sprinting to the edge. He gets up around midfield. Today's Next Gen Stats powered by AWS. Greg, explain to the viewer.
Gotta upgrade the left tackle situation.
Because traditionally in this RPO style offense, where the majority of your offensive weapons are, the tight end, the slot receiver, they're to your passing strength. You want the run action to go to the weak side because the zone defender, the pass defender that you're identifying is.
I mean, you know, one thing about the Bucs, man, that glaring need is O-line. I think they know that. They know that the O-line is a situation they got to address too. I think Jason Light knows that.
Second down, Hurts quick throw, knocked in the air, and incomplete. Jimmy Ward, great coverage on Pascal that time to knock it away. Now 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, really nice job here, Jimmy Ward. Been working in the slot all day. Perfect timing. Contact comes right as the ball comes. He's able to get that left hand and downs. San Francisco has to get this pass
Not really.
activated. This defensive line has to come through
Nope.
and play. And
Not today.
they got to get as many possessions for their offense as possible.
Not today.
Considering the circumstances that they're working with.
3rd and 6. Hurts loading up, going deep. Quez Watkins is knocked away. Another terrific play for Charvarius Ward, who's had a
Nice play.
game.
We ain't got no cornerbacks like that.
Big free agent acquisition coming over from Kansas City, and he goes stride for stride.
You know, so crazy. Some mock drafts got us at quarterback. I mean, drafting a cornerback.
Turns his head around, maintains in phase with his inside arm, and that left hand goes up and high points the ball. He's He's had a great day no matter who he's matched up with.
Here's Kern. He struggled today. Just barely got that off. There's a penalty flag, though. McLeod coming up to catch it on the far sideline. Keep in mind it was a 4th down and 6. Jordan Mason, I think, is the one that got Kern. But let's see.
Why is kickers so soft?
Personal foul. Walking the kicker. Defense at 24. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Mike Pereira, do you like that call?
Yeah, I do. I mean, he hits actually the kicking leg, but he hits him with such force that
He should have blocked that too.
Like that. It's a discretionary call by the referee, but I think it is rough.
Yeah, so it doesn't always have to be the plant leg. With the force didn't allow him to land, according to Mike. Greg, I'll tell you one thing. These penalties are killing San Francisco today.
Man, penalties, man.
It's hard to blame them. You understand the circumstances that you're operating with. It's going to take a defensive play, a special teams play, a block punt.
Penalties and turnovers and quarterback situation. Yikes.
Trying to get back into this game.
He should have blocked that punt, though.
It's a great rush. Goes to the block point. You heard Mike's explanation, and it's just one of those fine lines between playing aggressive and trying
Yeah, that was
to
weak,
take
man.
the game into your favor. And unfortunately, in the game, sometimes
That was not a personal foul.
Hurts design run, lead block of Kelsey. Hurts first down. And running his way down inside the 23 with a good lead block and a pickup of 12. Well, Thursday night for Super Bowl 57, the NFL's brightest stars will be recognized for the best plays and moments from the 2022 season. NFL Honors, Thursday, February 9th at 9 Eastern.
Cornerback.
Perfect play call here, right into the mouth of that pressure. You're going to see Jalen Hurts. He takes a big shot there by Gibson, the free safety, but saw Hufanga, the safety, come off that left edge.
Cornerback might be the play, though.
Nope, it's a key. Hurts. Same play on the side, slides down that. Well, that's significant because remember, he's playing with that shoulder injury. And when we talked to Hurts the other day, he said, yeah, I'm not.
Oh, cornerback draft. The cornerbacks, it's pretty deep.
It's go time.
Cornerbacks are pretty deep, folks.
I think we all are pretty excited about what that 100%.
I don't think that's the need, though.
Fantastic today.
You can get guys, other rounds.
The question always comes is, what is the risk reward? And I think when you have a player that you want to activate at the quarterback position,
But yeah, I mean,
as long as he's willing to take some hits,
cornerbacks is deep. Again, another draft with a lot of cornerbacks, and you don't have to reach for one. But it's going to be a lot of them in the first 2 rounds.
Design run and breaks a tackle. Hurts still on his feet. First down and more. First and goal. Eagles and a late flag and a couple of them.
Man, San Francisco right now is just unraveling. He's clearly out of bounds. Hufanga pushes him in the back. You can imagine this defense right now, just the frustration is mounting.
Personal foul. Necessary roughness. Defense number 29. After this is the goal. Automatic. First down.
Yeah,
Penalties, bro.
He's going to be tackled by Ebukam right here, 56. He has him. As we said, Hurts is willing to run through contact. He's willing to play running back as a ball carrier, and you can clearly see he's giving himself up out of bounds. Hufanga puts 2 hands in his back and sends him out of bounds, and just feels like this San Francisco team is feeling a lot of pressure here defensively.
Yeah, it's over, man. This game wrapped.
That's gone on up to this point.
Man, quarterback once again was a 49ers downfall. The defense played well, man. You can't even get mad.
Scott still fighting his way and then stopped short of the 1. As Boston Scott has got a touchdown run today. For Hurts, he really.
You can't even get mad. You can't even get mad at the 49ers defense, man. They what did you want? What you expected to do? That the offense can't do nothing.
Now 9 carries for 37 yards.
And Hurts didn't play well. Jalen Hurts did not play well today, folks.
Great mix of smooth
But they have the ability to run the ball.
for another sneak here.
And that time, a rare time where he's denied. Well, it hasn't happened too many times on that quarterback sneak, but the 49ers make a stand there, and it's 3rd and goal.
And you want to show pad level? Offensive line coaches around the world are rejoicing right now. I mean, that's how you teach it. Pad under pad, drive your legs.
Rugby.
That's like going back in time.
Yeah, this game over,
You have
folks.
to imagine there's no chance this is anything other than 4-down territory for this Eagles offense.
Gonna sneak it again. Hurts looking for a push from behind. He is waiting for a signal in. Touchdown, Eagles.
That game over. Man, Hurts didn't even play well. He didn't even play well, man.
Well, you can see this big void right here? That's where Jalen Hurts sees pre-snap, and you see how he tries to just get into that little bit of a wedge? That's all you need. There was bodies across the interior, but he just identified pre-snap a little crack in that defensive line's alignment.
Damn.
With the push from his back, it was all he needed.
Elliott with the extra point up in
This game is over. And, you know, shout out to the 49ers.
Roughing the kicker and 4 rushing touchdowns.
I like their coach, though. I like their coach. I like their coach, man. I like his energy. Carlos, what's up, buddy? Kim's on.
It's electric. Don't be shocked.
Oh, we weren't going to be neither one of these teams anyway.
Actually, it's an F. Rhymes with Karen. Look, VIP parking.
I get it. You think they don't charge fast enough or go far enough.
Up to 80% charge in 18 minutes. Range? Heck, we could go to Mexico. You kidding, Megan?
But EVs aren't going to stop being a thing. Look at the Ioniq 6.
Maca mushroom frap for Kevin.
So just make the leap already.
Okay, watch this. Blue or red? Blue light. Red light. I could also make it play nature sounds if you want.
Let's just drive.
Introducing the all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 6 with up to 360-mile range. When it comes to EVs, we're thinking of every mile.
You know where people are always looking at their phones? They're banking with Bank of America. See cousin Jimmy over there? His girlfriend just caught the bouquet, so he might need a little more help saving for that engagement ring. The groom's parents, who think they're looking at photos of their handsome boy, they're not. She just saw how much they spent on ballroom dance classes. Won't be needing those anymore.
Digital tools so impressive, you just can't stop banking. What would you like the power to do?
I'd like to thank our sponsor, Liberty Mutual. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. Contestants ready? Go! No! Only pay for what you need.
This is for the real ones, the fans that live for this. The type that get there early and love explaining why a 4.25 is effective against an RPO. This is the USFL, reborn from the OGs. The hits, the licks, the dimes, drive so long you have to stop for gas. This isn't some Hollywood knockoff. This is Dragons, USDA primetime football. Just ask these guys.
You better recognize the real.
Accept no substitutes.
Anybody gonna watch the USFL?
Quarterbacks, Ron Jaworski took them to the Super Bowl in 80. McNabb, of course, did it. Nick Foles did it once a few years ago, and now Jalen Hurts trying to do it here, and he's in good shape. Eagles up.
He did not play well today.
8-7 late in his third.
Jalen Hurts didn't play that. He did not play good today.
Touchdown this year for Hurts. It's the most all time, including the postseason. And on that drive particularly, he ran it 5 times. Like he waited to that drive to really activate the run game with an injured shoulder. Debo Samuel taking this kick return, trying to make a big play happen. Penalty flag.
Another penalty, bruh.
With 38 seconds to go in this half. I mean, think about this. 49ers had 6 penalties the first 2 playoff games combined. They got 9 today. And
Damn.
it really hurts.
Turning the return. Holding. Receiving team number 89.
God dang.
Let's go downstairs to Tom.
Guys, when we talked to Nick Sirianni this week, I think all of us had the impression of just
how proud he is of this team and its ability to improve.
He came from the Frank Wright tree. The Panthers hired Frank Wright. What y'all think about that hire?
Press conference, which didn't exactly start out the way that he wanted to. What did he do? He showed clips of that to his team to show that he needed to get better. And he showed clips of the second press conference as a result as well. Here goes McCaffrey.
McCaffrey looking to run is 30 seconds ago in this half, and it's interesting.
What y'all think about the Frank Wright hire, the Panthers? Do they got the best coach in the division now?
Josh Johnson has been ruled officially out with a concussion, so we don't know. And right now with Purdy and with McCaffrey, and
Do the Panthers, do the Carolina Kitty Cats got the best head coach in the NFC South?
Final seconds of the third, they're just going to run it here. McCaffrey's got a first down, and that'll take us to the end of this third quarter. So the Eagles, 1 quarter away from a return trip to the Super Bowl, 28-7 here in Philly.
Do the Carolina Kitty Cats got the best coach in the NFC South with Frank Wright? I'm asking the question. I just want to answer.
What? He's on my fantasy football team.
3 melted cheeses, 2 crunchy shells, a different way to game it.
Masked Magnificent new costumes on The Masked Singer, February 15th.
Who got the best coach in the NFC South?
All right, I'm gonna change your world. That's gonna be interesting. Let's go. I love to root for great. I want to watch history.
Josh Johnson has been ruled out. He has a concussion. Hulk Hogan can't feel his legs after he had surgery on his back.
I'm controversial when I don't even mean to be. It doesn't matter how many times I'm right, you'll still argue with me. This is the Herd.
Upgrade your afternoons the right way.
It's a huge upgrade.
First things first with Nick.
Now that's the best take. They need a win.
Kevin.
It's because I can predict the future.
As they serve up the freshest take.
He's walking around in a walking stick.
He's out of it.
First things first. Weekdays on FS1.
I like the hire, man.
Welcome to the show.
I like Frank Wright. I like him. I think that's gonna be like another Doug Peterson situation. I got a funny feeling. Yeah, the Carolina Panthers get the offense. You know, they got DJ Moore, they got Terrence Marshall, they got Foreman, they got Chuba Hubbard, they got 2 good tackles. Moulton and dude from NC State going in his second year. They can run the ball. They just gotta tighten the weapons up on the outside. I think gonna be all right. They got Trimble at tight end. I think they're gonna be all right.
28-7. Say Bon Jovi in the break. They're feeling pretty good with the 49ers. Unfortunate luck. Brock Purdy got hurt early in the game. Josh Johnson ruled out. Purdy's in there, but we don't think he can throw the ball really with the elbow injury. And we start the fourth quarter. And here's McCaffrey. And more penalty flags. McCaffrey's still going.
Another penalty, bro.
Eagles may have jumped there. Greg, I'm assuming if Purdy could throw the ball, I mean, they obviously have to throw the ball right now, and I'm guessing he can't do it.
Yeah, you have to imagine finding yourself down 28-7.
Yeah, I think the Panthers are going to go all offense this draft. I think they're going to go all offense. I'm telling you, Panthers are like 1 year, maybe 2 year away. They're going to go all offense. I got a feeling they will. They're going to go all offense.
Yeah, just finish up on that point. It's hard for Brock Purdy. It's hard and frustrating for Kyle Shanahan and this entire 49ers team. The work you've put in, all you ask is you just want a fair shot. You want to go out onto the field and allow the game to decide who the best team is. And not to discredit anything Philadelphia's done. They've played fantastic. It's just hard to play when you don't have a functioning quarterback.
Little trickery here, Samuel. Looked like he maybe thought about throwing it. Just trying to run. There's just nothing there. And Dominican Sue all over it. And it'll bring up second down.
Now I don't want to belabor the point, but it needs to be said when you don't have any threat of a passing game, just the sheer fact that they know you're probably not going to drop back and attempt to do it outside of a screen or a quick game, just the advantage it gives to a defense that hasn't really needed much of an advantage all season long. Look how many guys are up here near the ball.
McCaffrey on the run. Still McCaffrey able to surge forward and pick up a first down. Hey, you talked about this Eagles defense under the direction of Jonathan Gannon, who in his second year on this Nick Sirianni staff, second overall total defense this year. They've been terrific.
It's so funny. Like, you see how this works when you got two coordinators that can call games competent, OC and a DC?
Yeah, absolutely. The play callers, the coordinators in this game, we spent a lot of time talking about the
Coordinators matter, folks. Byron Todd Bowles got to get that OC right, man. Byron Moore, thank you for the $2 super chat. Looks like Sue over Hicks should have been the move.
Sneak it inside, get Kittle the ball. Just trying to get their playmakers the ball. Well, earlier today during pregame, Commissioner Roger Goodell and Eagles President Don Smolenski surprised.
I'm just saying, bro. Got to get the OC. Look, when you got two good OC, you got a good two, DC and OC, you can do some things. You can sit back and focus on the team. Because Sirianni could have been focused on play calling, but he's like, let me get Shane Stinch and Jonathan Gannon, my OC DC. Two young guys. They're both going to be head coaches at some point, obviously.
Second and 6, San Francisco here. Samuel. And tripped up. Maddox was there in from the secondary. If you're Kyle Shanahan right now, you got to be thinking, okay, I know I love to run the ball, but what could you possibly call?
Yeah, at some point, your only option is just to continue to repeat runs. That's pretty clear. Remember, that one pass was on the third.
Yeah, he did.
Screen.
Matt Rule did it. Matt Rule built the defense. I just need the offense. Frank Wright, that's what Frank Wright there for. Who's going to be Carolina DC, though?
Hand it off again. McCaffrey is still fighting. And he's going to come up short, but you have to think they're going to go for it here.
There's no question. You got nothing.
Can't throw the ball, man. What y'all get mad for? Y'all should know what the deal is, man. He can't throw the ball. What's the problem? Can you comprehend football? He can't throw. They got no other quarterback. Josh Johnson got a concussion. Can't do nothing. What you want the man to do?
Samuel is buried. Fletcher Cox, Maddox, Eagles take over. They are feeling it in Philadelphia. 28-7.
Look at their coordinators. They young, they fiery, they hungry. Like, everything I like about what the Eagles doing as a staff, I like it. And the Bucs got to catch up. They too old and slow. The Bucs are old.
T-Mobile has price lock guarantee. That means they won't raise the rates of your talk, text, and data ever. As if iPhone 14 Pro owners weren't already giddy enough. Switch to T-Mobile today.
He can't throw the ball, folks. Are y'all even paying attention to the game? Can't throw. Like, do you understand the word that's coming out the mouth? They're not throwing the ball. They should just do this bad coaching. It's not that can't throw the ball. They can't throw the ball. Quarterback can't throw the ball. Jesus Christ. Y'all don't be watching the game, bro. Don't get bone. Jesus.
The crowd is deadly shouting.
Somebody ain't paying attention.
Young Cinderella story happening right in front of our eyes. Former quarterback about to become tournament champion.
This February, Michelob Ultra is taking over the big game. Order Ultra now.
Eat like a king who's on the budget.
Y'all see the Eagles coordinators? Jonathan Gannon, Shane Stent, Nick Sirianni. They just fresh. They fresh ideas. They try things. They, you know what I'm saying? And the Bucs just old and slow. Got Tom Moore, Clyde Christensen, and all these old coordinators and position coaches. It's old. They old. They old. Old. The Bucs gotta get some youthfulness across that whole organization, man. I think they brought so many old veterans in and hoping that they can replay 2020, but nah, man. You gotta update your staff, man. You gotta get with the time. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. The Bucs are not caught up in modern time.
We remind you of the reimagined Pro Bowl presented by Verizon. Headed back to Las Vegas. Manning brothers as head coaches.
You know, the Bucs are so outdated. It wasn't just the OC. The head coach outdated, the quarterback outdated, the running game outdated. The receivers are good, but they're not up to times. They're not explosive. I mean, the Bucs are just outdated and old. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. It is what it is. Y'all don't want to believe me, but tape no matter. The game been over, folks. What y'all complaining about? It's not your team. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. It's not your team playing. Just watch the game. Jesus Christ. Y'all complain about everything.
Dickerson named to the Pro Bowl in his second season this year.
Stop complaining. It's not your team. Jesus Christ. Y'all complain about it. That's why the Bucs man got to tighten up. Y'all complain about everything. God dang. It's not your team, man. Chill.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar.
The Bucs are so outdated across the board. Y'all don't want to accept that. It is what it is. But the defense is good. Yeah, they good, but the 20% they're horrible. Have you watched the games? In critical moments, they trash.
All you can eat is back for just $14.99 only at Applebee's. So Dickerson walks off, and Andre Dillard will come and replace him at left guard for now.
I'm just saying. But the defense was top 10. Yo, the pass defense was really good. Yeah. Until you start breaking down that tape. The numbers say they're good, but man, in certain moments, they were horrible. Third downs, like certain key moments of the game, it was like, what y'all doing? San Francisco game, the Bengals game, the Chiefs game, you be like, what? The Ravens game. The Ravens game, the Steelers game. The Browns game, like what's going on here? Struggling.
It's not a good job on the edge. You're going to see Nick Bosa. He's the edge player. Jimmy Ward needs to fit outside the running back. He's the real, right? So there's the line of scrimmage edge player. Then there's the perimeter contained player. And two guys get in the same gap and allows Kenneth Gainwell to kind of wind that thing off.
49ers are quarterback away, man. See, the 49ers are still quarterback away.
Give it to him again, and he's wrapped up immediately. Nowhere to go as Eric Armstead has the beat on him. No, people wonder about the Eagles. You know, they won so many blowout games. You know, how would they do in a grinded-out game against the number one defense in the league? And look, every yard is...
Debo Samuel's a non-factor. Kittle a non-factor. Ayuk a non-factor. C-Mac was doing his thing.
No question. This is... I think they knew coming at it today, if they had a chance to win, this is probably the best defense they're going to face not only all year, especially in the playoffs, but They've done a great job.
Gainwell again sandwiched, nowhere to go. It'll bring up third down.
I forgot about Javon Kinlaw.
5 rush yards as a team. They were the 5th best rushing team in the
49 is still a quarterback away.
They usually pass to take the lead, try and run and close it out.
Yeah, and it's just what makes them such a challenge, right? We came onto the broadcast talking about that they're willing and able to really win any style of game, and whether it turns into a high-scoring passing attack, spread.
They got their backups in right now.
They are here, or they can get on the ground and kind of grind your way.
49ers, the Eagles got their backups in on the O-line, most of them, on the right side.
Third and long, Gainwell looking for a little seam and runs up in the middle into a brick wall. Javon Kinlaw was there first. And some tensions flaring. No penalty flags that I see. Now, a very late flag.
Not a penalty.
Yeah, be curious what they were calling here. You're going to see Dre Greenlaw. What made them mad was Dre Greenlaw was taking full-on Rocky Balboa right hooks to the ball. I don't know if maybe somebody else came in. Take a look. The left hooks, right? He's punching at that ball.
He punching the ball. What's the problem?
Be curious.
Well, Kyle Shanahan has had a beef all day with some of the officiating, but as we've shown you, it's and Mike Carrera has agreed these calls have been legit, but that's a 10th penalty. Greg, that's just that's frustration.
Yeah, it's not so much. I mean, we see teams all the time implement that peanut punch and try to attack the ball. There's nothing wrong with that. It was the repeated.
It's still not going to hurt D'Amico Ryans getting that Texans job. I think he's going to be the Texans head coach, but come on, man. The 49ers defense has been playing pretty good. It just, the offense just couldn't do anything.
A lot of things out of their control, and sometimes the frustration mounts.
He threw a flag. The ball drew a flag. You can't even touch the football now. You hit the football, hit flag. The referee's in the way, man.
Gainwell again, dancing around, nowhere to go, just spinning in the backfield there. And it'll bring up second down. You know, you think about Nick Sirianni, Greg, and we talked to him his second year, and on the precipice of bringing his team to the Super Bowl, he was so fired up, and then he got emotional. He said, "You know what? I always played no easy way out before all my games."
The Bucs can get like that too.
He's going to show Rocky Ford to his kids yesterday.
The Bucs can get like that if they get the right staff. You know what I'm saying? And they can go from being average to being a Super Bowl contender, or Super Bowl in the Super Bowl. His second year as the coach, going to Super Bowl. The Bowls can do it too, right? Ty Bowles can do it too next year, right? Second year as the Bucs coach.
Just finding his way down to the 11.
Yeah, it's so rare to find a situation where.
And Andre Dillard is a first-round pick on the Eagles O-line. He's not even a starter.
You mentioned it. That whole idea, that whole mantra of being the underdog, his entire life, he kind of channels that through not only his entire
The get back coach. Look at him over there. Them get back coaches, they're so funny. They be so meatheads. Them get back coaches are meatheads.
The city of the underdog story of Rocky and everything that comes with it.
Y'all see them meathead get back coaches?
He leans into it.
Third and 7, tackled immediately as Gainwell that time by McGill. And here comes
And them meathead get back coaches. Straight meatheads. Jalen Hurts didn't play well, folks. He didn't.
And so Jake Elliott will come on and have his first opportunity here today. Be a 31-yard try. As the Eagles looking at icing onto the cake here. Kick is up and it is good. And it's 31-7.
A lot of the I want to say a lot of the Packers fans kind of ready for Aaron Rodgers to get up out of there. They kind of tired of his extra.
Playoff time
You're ready for him to get up out of there.
I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really? Hand me some legs. Hey, Eli, road trip to the Super Bowl. We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room.
Technically, I can't leave the room.
It does kind of open things up a little bit.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Rated PG-13. Only on Disney Plus.
Yeah, a lot of the Packers fans, they're kind of ready for that to get over. That's why the rumors are coming out now. They're leaking out information saying that they prefer to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. They're ready to move on, man. Because I don't think it's going to get any better for them, to be honest with you.
That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability. It's about yours. Jeez.
The 49ers, Packer fans, they ready to move on.
So you need a better network. And Verizon's new Welcome Unlimited plan for just $25 a month. It's the best unlimited price ever.
I can see Aaron Rodgers with the Raiders. Or the Titans. Or the Jets. The Jets hired Paul Hackett. You know what that's about, right? Trying to get Aaron Rodgers. That's like the Broncos. The Broncos hired Paul Hackett as the head coach, hoping they can get Aaron Rodgers.
All right, bro. Pro Bowl games, winning coach gets brother bragging rights for a year. I like it because the big game this year is.
Yeah, his favorite OC is with the Jets now. Jets OC.
The AFC is better than not.
The Jets got. You know what's so crazy? The Jets got weapons.
We have better hair.
The Jets got weapons, man. Corey Davis, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore. They got weapons, man. Breece Hall, the other running back, McKnight. They got some decent tight ends. Nice little O-line. They named the quarterback.
The game of his life, caught a touchdown, the Phillies special. Trey Burton, the touchdown pass, and then Foles lifting the franchise's first Lombardi trophy ever. And now they're going to have a chance for another one. 31-7 with 5:17 to go, and the top, if there was one, about to be blown off this place in South Philly.
Hey guys, Jefferson White here in the heart of the Oak.
Deebo Samuel back deep. Gonna take it on out. And breaks a couple of tackles. Samuel still on his feet, still going. And finally gonna be wrestled by multiple Eagles down to the ground just across the 30. Well, these Eagles have been the best team in the NFC all year. They earned the number 1 seed. A little bit of a scrum right now. They'll break it up. And in a few minutes, they're going to feel something pretty special. You did in your career, played in the Super Bowl with the Panthers. So what's it like? What are they feeling right now?
Yeah, and the opportunity to host the NFC Championship trophy on your home field in front of your home crowd. As you said, I had the opportunity to experience that back in 2015. That was a memorable and kind of magical season. We fell short in the Super Bowl, but these next 2 weeks leading up to their trip out to Arizona are going to be unlike any experience these players have ever felt. It's a truly special night, and to be able to do it in front of your home crowd just makes it much more so. As you see Christian McCaffrey now gone to that Wildcat option at quarterback.
Yeah, Tevin Coleman in the game. We'll get a couple flips back to McCaffrey. Why not? Pump fakes. Now he lets one fly, and there's no one over there. McCaffrey actually has a touchdown pass this year, and he's got 2 touchdown passes.
What was that?
Just
Yikes.
We were there. That was his kind of welcome to San Francisco moment earlier in the year. He
Yikes.
ran for one, caught one, threw one. He had kind of the
That was weird.
effective performance. We'll see if they keep him at quarterback. We kind of mentioned a few possessions ago.
That was weird.
But no.
Oh, man.
So that was a one-time kind of trick play that didn't really result in much.
That was weird. You can't fault Shanahan.
And looking to throw for only the second time since the injury. Just a little underneath pass, and it goes nowhere. Brandon Graham right there on the tackle of Kittle. Hey, next Sunday, buckle up. One of NASCAR's most thrilling events returning to the LA Coliseum.
Well, I mean, 49ers still a quarterback away.
Featuring Marshal Rob Lowe for Fox's 911 Lone Stars. Next Sunday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Fox. Third down and long for San Francisco. McCaffrey looks for a seam, has one, and that is wrestled down now. As some of the backups in, and now there's a little scrum breaking out again.
We got a couple different scrums. We got a scrum here at the bottom. The officials, they see big old 65 trying to pull it. Oh, now we're getting serious now. Trent Williams has had enough. Trent Williams has entered the party, and San Francisco.
There go Trent Williams.
But right now,
Trent Williams once again.
keep their players on the bench. They have bigger things to prepare for going forward. They can't have any of their players get caught up in any of this.
There we go, Trent Williams.
Both teams to the sideline, please. Both teams to the sideline. Both to the sideline. Both teams to the sideline.
Trent Williams.
Well, these two were going with it, and then Trent Williams said enough of that. Drew Kayvon Wallace out of there, and then it really went crazy. Flags flying, and everyone lathered up here in Philadelphia. Crowd going crazy. Mike, what's the procedure here for the officiating crew?
Well, New York, since there was a penalty called, can look at the
Good old Trent Williams.
and determine if anyone's to be thrown out or how many are to be thrown out. They'll throw out Williams. They're going to throw him out for that slam down on the ground. And you
I like Trent Williams. That's a dog.
So after the fact, there'll probably be a lot of fine letters that go out in San Francisco as they enter the field.
I like Trent Williams.
This is
I like that type of dude. You're not having that. Trent Williams is a dog. The best left tackle in the game. Still, and Trent Williams like 36 years old. But he's good still.
Hassan Reddick and multiple guys. I'll ask you after he announces it.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense, number 71. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense, number 42. Both players will be disqualified from the game.
So Mike,
I like Trent Williams.
So twofold. Is there any risk? You mentioned.
Yep, he did. Put 34. It's still good.
He was ejected. Is there any risk of him having to be required to sit out the Super Bowl? And then secondly, you mentioned fine letters. If you come off the sideline to enter the scrum, are those guys potentially in jeopardy of missing the Super Bowl, or is it just fine?
I like Trent Williams.
They are. Now, they would be fines, but you're not – this is not an automatic ejection foul where it carries over to the Super Bowl, unless they're to suspend them. If they were to suspend them, then that would occur. But I really don't think in this case that there would be that.
Great. Because I think right now, if you're a Philadelphia Eagle fan –
and you saw Nick Sirianni? He was like, let's go. Let's keep it coming.
Well,
Nick Sirianni was like, let's go. We get it.
Trent Williams and Kayvon Wallace ejected. There goes Williams.
Will the game clock operator please set the game clock to 4:13, please? 4:13.
But you saw that was coming. Trent Williams been feisty the whole game, ever since the second quarter.
13 left.
Trent Williams is 34 years old and still good. Elite. I like Trent Williams. I like him. Not like his whole demeanor. You know what I'm saying?
McCaffrey, little razzle dazzle. Samuel gets away from one tackle. Not the next. Blankenship with the hit. Eagles take over.
a backup safety, Blankenship. The Eagles got depth, folks. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. With the Bucs ain't built like that. It's a big drop off. When people get hurt with the Bucs, it's a drop off. It's just you got depth. We ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? We don't have depth. Top 5 roster, right? Yeah, top 5. Bucs got a top 5 roster. The Bucs got a top 5 roster. They got all the depth. The Bucs got a lot of depth. Top 5 roster. That's what the media said. Oh, the Bucs got a top 5 roster. Where? You know what's so funny? The Eagles will probably draft D lineman again or O lineman. I'm like, oh, you just keep giving. They got the Saints pick at number 10. They got the Saints pick at number 10. They got the Saints pick at number 10. Who you think they're going to get? Another D lineman. Another O lineman. Another D lineman. Top 5 roster. That's what the Bucs got. They got all the depth too.
So much in the NFL, and then you find yourself going up against what's been the best team in the entire league all season long.
Top 5 roster, Tampa Bay Bucs. Where did y'all get that from? Media. And y'all ran with that. I was like, We saw that top 5 roster this season, right? The Bucs need upgrades.
They've been magic all season. Their season's going to continue.
It's Scott. All right, up the gut, just running out time.
They got the Eagles. The Eagles got the Saints first round pick at number 10.
Looks like both teams content to let it run down to the 2-minute warning.
Eagles got the Saints pick at number 10. I seen mock drafts got them drafting another D lineman. Like, oh Lord.
We've hit the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a party in Philadelphia tonight. Ryan Dawkins, an all-time Eagle great, and these fans ready to celebrate the Eagles. 2 minutes away.
I seen mock drafts got the Eagles drafting another D lineman. The rich keep getting richer.
Where will they take you?
I'm just saying. Top 5 roster. The Bucs got depth. They got elite players all over the roster. Where? They lied to y'all. Top 5 roster. All they got to do is keep building on it. What? The Bucs are an 8-10 team at best.
What? A bear did cocaine. Just my bear.
The bear that loves cocaine.
Go!
Cocaine Bear. Only in theaters. Rated R.
Ever watch an unbelievable catch and think, that's impossible? AWS analyzes millions of data points with machine learning and AI from every ball, every player,
5,000, wasn't it?
every angle. So when that catch gets home,
I ain't there yet.
we're there to tell you it's not impossible.
What's up, Jump to Ray P? What's up? Top 5 roster. The Bucs got depth all over the team. Plug and play. Top 5 roster. 8 and 10. I've never seen the roster do that. The Eagles finna get another D lineman or another O lineman. You know, look, Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, they're older guys. But they can draft another D lineman. So what's the issue? What's the issue?
I used to pre-rinse dishes because my
They want to add another D lineman. Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox, they old. Okay, cool. Add another D-line. Top 5 roster, Tampa Bay Bucs. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Top 5 roster, Tampa Bay. Top 5 roster, Tampa Bay. Top 5 GM, Tampa Bay. Top 5 coach, Tampa Bay.
And the Eagles on 4th down will just go here. Give it to Gainwell up the middle. First down.
Top 5 Tampa Bay. They got to tighten up. Bucs better get it right. Look, we wasn't going to beat neither one of these teams. It is what it is.
And they've certainly earned it here today.
Yeah, and the exclamation point, the highlight of every game is you line up in this victory formation. I know it's not a lot of the starters, not a lot of the guys that were in there to get them to this point, but anytime you can take that knee, flip the ball to the official, and walk off conference champion, that's a pretty special way to end it.
They made some key pickups. They made some key trade. They made a key trade. You know, they made some trades. They traded with the Saints. They picked up C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That was a nice little trade right there in the middle of the season, basically. Hassan Reddick. They made the right moves, man. They got some good young talent. The Bucs got to get like that. That's the blueprint right there. Get some young coordinators, OCDC. Made some right trades. Made some good draft picks for depth down the road when the older guys go out the way. It's just like a rotation.
The Philadelphia Eagles are going back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Shanahan. The 49ers still a quarterback away. Every year, the third time in 4 years, NFC Championship game. And the reason why they can't get the Super Bowl is the quarterback. I wish Trent Williams was out there. I want to see Trent Williams. I wish Trent Williams was out there. He'll foul somebody.
Downstairs we go to Tom Rinaldi.
Nick, it's as simple as it gets. I see it written on your face. You're going to the Super Bowl. What does it mean? Obviously, this is something you dream about as a kid, and all these guys on our team have dreamt about this their entire lives too. And so, just to be able to do this together with a bunch of men that love each other, that are connected to each other, that would do anything for each other, it's pretty sweet.
How does this group, Nick, how does the ethos of this team represent?
The Eagles need a center too. Jason Kelce gonna probably retire after this. He old, but they in a position they can add players and still be good. This ain't it for the Eagles, folks. They got it like they got it set up nice. But the problem is they're gonna lose their coordinators. They're gonna lose some. They're gonna lose their coordinators, Gannon and Shane Stinch. They're gonna lose their coordinators at some point. They really got the Doug Peterson feel, right? You know, and then they kind of faded out. I don't know. They got it set up nice though.
Congratulations, Nick. Well done.
Coming up, the State Farm postgame show and the George House.
They made the right trades. They picked up Hassan Reddick. They grabbed, you know what I'm saying, Josh Sweat. You know, they got Josh Sweat, Hargraves. Just saying, man, made the right moves, man. I wish the Bucs can get like that too. They just got to make the right moves.
The others, where are they?
On the alert, missing persons.
They got it set up nice if they do it right. That's the like that. I think that's the key. Get your quarterback on the rookie contract and build the roster up. Bucs, what you doing? Are you caught up with the modern times, or are you still stuck in the old times? What made your choice? Red pill, blue pill. Brady, young quarterback on rookie contract, build your roster. Which one you want to do? Just saying. Pick your poison. Future or right now? Get a young quarterback on that rookie contract, build your roster up. That's pretty much modern football now. I'm just saying the Bucs got to be smart. If the Bucs look in a really good world, you got pick 19. You look at the landscape. You look at your salary cap situation. You want to take one more shot at it? Okay, cool. Just make sure you get everybody around the quarterback, the 46-year-old quarterback, because he can't do it by himself. Make sure you get all the pieces up front in front of him right. Left tackle, left guard, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that right, make sure everything right. Or you can go, like, look, we're just going to move on and we're just going to run out with a young guy and build our roster. Be smart. I'm just saying the Bucs got a chance. I mean, either way they got a chance, but I'm just saying, like, you take a chance with Brady, you got a chance, right? But you take a chance with Brady, you got to build up everything. Do you understand that part? You have Brady come back. You better make sure everything. You better go get his tight end back. You better go get old Gronkowski back. Maybe make a call at Julian Edelman, see if he can come back. Make sure the O-line is top notch. Make sure that D-line top notch. Find some free agents that still got some juice in them. Salary cap ain't gonna be great, but you can still make one more charge at it, and that's okay. Or you got Kyle Trask sitting there. You can void some Brady years and split his $35 million hit up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, you can figure it out. You help that situation out, but you still got to pay him $35 million. Move on from him. Which I'm just giving y'all some options here. Get your young quarterback. You got Kyle Trask. You can throw him out there for 1 year, see what he got. Maybe draft a guy with 19, or maybe make a big trade and find your way in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Or trade back, gather some assets over liabilities. Make a trade back, trade from 19 to come back, trade back from 19, get some assets, build the roster up. Maybe you can get a quarterback in the second, third, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Build that roster up. And then maybe next year, with some assets, you can go get Caleb Williams or Drake May or Michael Penix Jr. Think. Use your brains, fans. Use your brains. Next year's class going to be pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? You can get one of those guys. Just saying. The Bucs got options. Don't get me wrong. The Bucs don't have just one option. Brady or bust. That's not the only option. The Bucs got options. This year and next year. You just got to play the cards right. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, you go back with a 46-year-old quarterback. You got to make sure everything is right. OC, O-line, D-line, the receivers, and maybe add another explosive receiver. I know you got Russell Gage, but you get what I'm saying? You got 7 picks in the draft. You got to get some explosiveness in there. Inject some speed on that team. Guys that can separate. No offense to Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Cade Otton. No offense to those guys. Those guys are good, right? Mike Evans, future Hall of Famer. Chris Godwin, if he stay healthy, got the same trajectory, right? Ring of Honor, all this stuff. But inject some speed and youthfulness to that team, like some explosiveness to to add along with the 46-year-old quarterback because he's going to need it. Beef up the O-line on the left side. If you want to run the ball, those guards got to be better. Your right tackle is solidified. Your center, he's going to be all right. He's going to be fine. But you got to be ready for that. Hainsley, you know what I'm saying? Maybe working at guard. You know, the Bucs got to figure this out. If you're going to bring a 46-year-old quarterback back to the team, and if you're depending on one guy, you're asking for trouble. The Bucs are literally going to set themselves up for failure if they're asking for a 46-year-old quarterback to take me, help us. It don't work like that. There are several quarterbacks in these next two drafts. Can the Bucs get one of them for the future? Whether Brady here or not, can you get one of these? Several quarterbacks in the next two drafts. Can you get one of them? So I'm telling you right now, you miss out on one of these quarterbacks in these next two drafts, I'm going to be like, they played around with the 46-year-old. You're playing around with the 46-year-old. You're playing around with the 46-year-old. Keep playing around with them. Keep playing around with these old quarterbacks. Keep playing with them. Everybody moving along. Get a rookie quarterback that's competent, that can start. Build your team up. Salary cap good. Look at the Bucs salary cap. $54 million. You're an idiot. Expired. Because if you're going to bring the 46-year-old quarterback to the team, you ain't finna win no Super Bowl throwing the ball 700 times. I'll tell you that much. So I don't care about them stupid records. Hand the ball off. Protect your quarterback. Beef up the O-line. Beef up your D-line. Protect the 46-year-old quarterback. Be able to run the ball and not put all the pressure on him. He don't need that right now. Because Brady's almost expired. 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 He's 46. He's almost expired. Do you understand that, Brady fans? At best, 1 year left. And if you're asking for 2 more years, you tripping. You're tripping. I don't want to see anything after 46. I'll tell you that much. I don't want to see it. I'm good. Enough. That's enough. You've done enough. I prefer, in my honest opinion, I prefer to get a young quarterback and build your roster up. You got 4-5 years to build that roster up with draft picks, your salary cap, you know, because your quarterback take up a lot of salary cap. Tom Brady takes up $35 million. Give me a young quarterback if it was up to me. I'm going to repeat this. I don't mind if they go back with Brady, but you better beef up that O-line, and you better get that running game going, and that D-line, and some speed on that team. Or my preferred option is get a young quarterback. Whether you roll with Trask, your cap hit will be eventually super light at some point, right? Because you got a rookie quarterback on a rookie contract. But see, Cal only got this year and next year. So if you draft one now or next year, you got 4 or 5 years on rookie contract. So you can build everything. And then when it's time to pay him and you could pick up his 5th-year option, you can delay that. Come on. What option do you want? You want to win next year and then turn around in 2024 and be like, what are we going to do? Or you want to prepare yourself for the next 5 to 10 years? I'm a forward thinker. I'm just looking at Bucs options. Both options are good. One is short term and one is midterm, long term. That's how I look at it. You know, both options are good. Option number 1, short term, you just got to make sure everything is almost perfect. Because we literally saw Brady's not going to get you to the promised land with a lot of flaws. It's not going to work. The Bucs had too many flaws. It was not just the O-line. It was the running game, the running back situation, the tight end situation, the receivers not separating, the coaching staff. There was too many flaws. And then the defense played well, but they didn't play well in certain spots. They fragile. mentally fragile. So Brady can't cover that up. So if the Bucs go back with a 46-year quarterback, cool. Okay. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch what they do. And everything they do, I'm going to critique. Does it make sense for a 46-year-old quarterback? Because that's what the Bucs are doing. They're depending on a 46-year-old quarterback. They're depending on one player to fix it. It don't work like that. But if they go that route, okay, cool. You better make the right moves, because if you don't, I'm going to be on you. Do you understand that? And anybody that back that, anybody that backs that, go back with Brady, okay, I'm okay with that. But I'm telling you, if it go wrong, and if these moves don't be corrected and they don't make the right moves, I'm on you and the GM. You understand that part? Can we agree on that? So let me make this clear. January 29, 2023. Look, you bring Tom Brady back, 46 years old. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much like 1 year run again, pretty much, right? Salary cap ain't great, but if he comes back, that's an extension. You can lighten up some cap. You can bring some guys in. Beef up the O-line, get the D-line right, get the running game right, get some explosiveness. You make the correct moves, I'm good with that. But I'm telling you right now, you Brady fans and you Buck fans that want Brady to stay another year, if the wrong moves are made and it goes bad, I'm on you and the GM. Ain't no running. Do you understand that part? Do you understand? If it don't go right, I'm on you. You and the GM. I don't prefer it, but I'm a Bucs fan. I got to support my team. Or my preferred option, get a young guy and you just go with the situation, but you can fix your salary cap. You can build the roster up the correct way. You can get things right. And there'll be some growing pains. And I'll be okay with the growing pains of going that route. But I cannot be okay with the growing pains with bringing back a 46-year-old quarterback and hoping a 33-year-old tight end come back with banged up tight end that hasn't played football in a year to come back and save the team. I'm not okay with going through the growing pains again like I did last year, because I can't accept that. I'd rather do it with a young guy than an old guy. So be aware. I want to make sure we clear. Bucs fans, Brady fans. I'm two options. I got my preferred option, but I understand why they would go back with the 46-year-old quarterback, Tom Brady, and beg and plead and crawl and beg Gronkowski to come back. But if it goes bad, I'm not saying I'm wishing for the worst, but I mean I'm preparing for the worst. If it doesn't go well and the season don't end well, we don't get the Super Bowl, I'm on you. And I'm not gonna let up either. You and the GM. All you fans that want that option number 2, option number 1, if it don't go right, I'm not gonna let you get away. I am going to be on you. If the Bucs don't get to the Super Bowl, going this route, I am not going to let up. You're not going to like me. I'm telling you. Because you asked for it. And you got what you wanted. And then 8-10, 9-8, 9-10 type season. 10-7, and get bounced in the first round. I'm on you. I'm going to be on you like flies on boo-boo. I promise you. You're not going to like me. Because I warned you. Because it has to go only one way. If you want to rerun it with a 46-year-old quarterback and beg a old tight end that's beat up, his body is 60 years old. If you are begging that to happen and it happens, and you're screaming and cheering at the game and the jersey sales and all that, Super Bowl bust. Anything less than that, I'm on you. Last shot. This is your last shot. So if you want that option and you get that option, don't expect anything light from me. Every game. What happened? I'm pointing the finger at you and the GM. Every game. Because I'm not a part of that. Because that wasn't my option. But I'm going to support my team but I don't like that option. I don't like the option. It's a risk. It's a high risk, high reward, but I'm telling you, that is a risky option, especially in football. Even when you gambling, you got to understand where to pull back, and when you up, you up. And you got to factor in so many things. What you think these other teams going to do? What you think? Bringing a 46-year-old quarterback, begging him to come back, and a 33-year-old tight end with a 60-year-old body come back is going to change, make the Bucs Super Bowl contenders? They got to fix so much stuff. And if it don't work out, I'm going to keep repeating this. If it don't work out, you Bucs fans and you Brady fans is asking for this. I'm not going to let you live it down. Oh, well, stuff happens. He was 46. I'm not giving you that. And every time you try to blame it on somebody else, I'm not going to let you do it. Oh, it's not his fault because, you know what I'm saying, it was a new OC. The Bucs beefed up the team. What's the problem? I'm just giving you options. The next 2 drafts, there are several quarterbacks that the Bucs need to be like, You can't miss. I know the draft is hard. It's hard to get it right, but that's their job, to get it right. No excuses. You set a standard. 11 wins, 13 wins, you had 8 wins. 11 and 5, 13 and 4. So that's what? 24 wins and 9 losses in 2 years. And then this year it's 32 wins and 16 losses. Oh, I'm saying, no, 32. So you have 4 losses, 5 losses, and 9 losses. So 18 losses, 32 and 18 in regular season. So that's your regular season for the last 3 years, 32 and 18. Didn't like the last season, didn't like the 8-9, but it happened, right? But 32 and 18 in 3 years. 44, 45, 46-year-old quarterback. The arrow is trending, you know what I'm saying? But you come back with that team, or you come back with the core again, and you try to add some pieces around again, doing this. You're repeating yourself now. So you basically look at this. Let me give y'all this out. Let me give y'all the picture here. Brady, Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette, White, Evans, Godwin, everybody back on the O-line. O-line healthier. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the same thing. You're not evolving. You're not evolving. You're staying in the lane that is getting old quickly. Meanwhile, you're not even going to factor in the other teams. Carolina's got Frank Wright, so they're gonna draft O-line. I mean, they're gonna draft offense. Then the Saints give us problems. Yeah, we swept them, but they still give us problems. Come on, man. Y'all seen that this past season. The Falcons, they up and coming. They got a lot of money. No quarterback on taking a ton of cap. They got almost $100 million to spend. They got Matt Ryan and Julio Fulio coming off the books, so they got plenty of money to spend. Carolina got money to spend. Saints can't do nothing. Saints are washed. And then if you look at the other divisions, Seattle up and coming. The Rams are on the downfall. Cardinals on the downfall. The 49ers, they ain't going nowhere next year, really, pretty much, right? Then NFC North, the Packers are on the downfall pretty much, right? Because they don't know what they want to do with Aaron Rodgers. The Vikings, whatever. And the Lions are up and coming. The Bears, they got a lot of cap space, so they got a couple years, 2 years maybe away. And then the NFC East, the Commanders, they still good on defense. They got weapons on offense. They just need a quarterback. The Giants up and coming because Brian Daboll. The Cowboys, they gonna still be good, obviously, right? Let's be real. I mean, they still. I mean, even though I don't like them, but they still gonna be a force. The Eagles, they ain't going nowhere. We're talking about this upcoming season. In the AFC, you know what's going on in the AFC. You know what's going on in the AFC. Chiefs, Bengals, Bills. If the Chargers get their sugar honey iced tea together, the Jacksonville Jaguars up and coming with Doug Peterson. You know, the Titans gonna always be around. They feisty. The Jets, if they get a quarterback, they up and coming. The Patriots, you know, they just Bill Belichick. You know, they gonna be around. The Colts, they in a mess. They got to get themselves together. The Texans rebuilding. The Raiders don't know what they're doing. Dolphins, they doing some things down there. Ravens, they ain't going nowhere. They still gonna be around because the Steelers, they gonna be around because that's organization, the culture. You got to factor in so many things. You don't think because Brady come back and you beg Gronkowski to come back, it's all good. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Well, we get Tom Brady back. We good. Says who? You thought we was gonna be good last year. What happened? Remember, don't forget, include me, the record predictions. 13-4, 12-5, 11-6, right? You know, up in there. 17-0, 16-1, 15-2, 14-3. I got receipts. Go back and look at the video, the record predictions. I might need to do that this offseason. Just go back and watch that whole video and write down the record predictions and come back and make a whole new video and call out the people that with the record predictions, including me. I got it wrong big time. I did not see this coming. Every season is different. Draft matters, folks. The Bucs got to get it right. These next two drafts, they got to get it right. I'm talking about like got to get some starters, like for real. Like I ain't talking about no small school development. No, get some real insert. We ain't got no offense, but we ain't got time for no Logan Halls. If you're trying to be that type of team, you got to get guys that can play like consistently, like a lot, even as a rookie. If you want to be that type of team, we need about 2 more Joe Tryons. Nothing against Shaq Barrett, he's 30. But I'm saying we need like 2 more Joe Tryons and 2 more Logan Halls. Young, fiery, energetic young studs that can come in next year and they getting playing time. Maybe not starting right away, but they're getting a lot of playing time. It's the Bucs' choice, man. They gotta be careful with this, man, because they can set themselves back a few years if they get it wrong. And if they get it right, with Brady or not, either way, if they get it right, either way, they can continue to win. But if they get it wrong, and option number 1, they screwed for the next couple of years. They screwed themselves, cap-wise and player-wise. So anyway, and remember, please understand this. One player don't make the team. No matter who you draft, one player don't make the team. There's a lot of factors that makes a team. GM, coaching, coordinators, position coaches, strength and conditioning, draft, signing the right free agents, developing. All this stuff factor in because he was supposed to take us. No, it don't work like that. Well, look at the Bengals. The Bengals was building their roster up. That's how you do it. Well, but he was supposed to take us to the promised land. It don't work like that because you're tunnel vision. You're one-sided. You're looking at one player and say, "Well, that's what we got him for." No, football is a team sport. It's not boxing. It's not tennis. It's not fencing. Well, I mean, you're saying, but I mean, like. He was supposed to he's supposed to do it, but I know our defense was trash and our kicking game was trash and our running game was trash, but he was supposed to cover that up. It don't work like that. But I know we didn't have no running game. I know our kicking game was trash. And I know our O-line wasn't good, but he was supposed to cover it up. I know our defensive coordinator, he wasn't that good. He didn't believe in sacks, but he was supposed to cover it up. It's hard to talk to people like that because they just keep looking at one guy. He's supposed to save us, but he's supposed to save us. Him. Tom Brady's supposed to save us. He's 46. You don't understand football. You're living in a one-person world. That's emotions. When people talk like that, when they keep pointing at one guy, that's emotions. They don't even care about the bigger picture. They don't even care about the stuff around it. It's his fault. I don't want to talk to people like that. I can't deal with them. You know what I'm saying? Because that lets me know how they think in general in life. Emotional damage. Emotional damage. Those are those folks. I don't want to deal with those folks. Emotional damage. Bad. Because the minute you talk to those people and try to talk some sense into them, they're going to get emotional. No thanks. But he was supposed to do it. He was supposed to save us. What? So we're going to forget about the other 53 guys, the other 52 that contributed to the winning culture? We're going to forget about the GM, scouting team, the head coach, the OC, the DC, the positioning coach, the development. No, I don't care about that. It was his fault. Oh man, that's why you don't see them fans. Those type of Buccaneers fans. That's why you never see them come in the locker room because they can't spew that here because I'm gonna reject it because it don't make sense. Have you ever seen anybody come in the locker room with that mindset? Well, it's his fault. It's his fault. Because what do? I'll rebuttal it and come back with logic. And what do? Well, those type of folks, we can't have clear conversations because they're more emotional. Emotional damage. Look at Justin Herbert. As good as he is, issues. Head coach, defense, can't stop the running. You know what I'm saying? The receivers, Mike Williams and Keenan McCarthy. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen always hurt, and they don't separate well. They don't not explosive. The running game in question. Justin Herbert ain't gonna win in that situation until they get everything else right. Wake up, Mr. West. Wake up, Mr. West. I win. I'm just giving y'all football logic. Anyway, shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Oh, I got a super chat. Saint LJ, thank you for the $5 super chat. Shaking my head. Eagles going to the Super Bowl. Got our 10th pick and CJ Gardner for the cheap. Howie Roseman, a dog. Hashtag GMs matter. Shout out to the Saints fans. Shout out to the Saints fans. Or the Aints fans. I know y'all. They got y'all 10th pick and they got y'all star nickel / safety. And they're going to the Super Bowl. That's gotta sting. That stings. They going to the Super Bowl and they got a 10th pick in the draft. I'll tell you this much. Olave and Trevor Penning. They got now Olave good. I rock Olave. I like Olave. But Trevor Penning, he better be on some Trent Williams, Jason Peters or Tyron Smith, Colton Miller, Andrew Thomas, the Vikings left tackle. He got to be on that level. Tyrone Armstead, Andre Whitworth. Trevor Penning better be on that level. Because if he not, the Eagles got y'all good. Shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles fans. Fly, Eagles, fly. Shout out to the Eagles organization. I like their staff. I like their coordinators, OC, DC. I like their head coach. I want that same type of culture with the Bucs. Let's be real. I want that same type of culture. I'm saying I want that culture. That's the culture I want with the Bucs. Can Todd Bowles do it? We'll see. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on the channel. Folks, relax. We got a lot of videos. It's gonna be fun because the OC video. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And the player breakdown is coming. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag no risky, no biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag bombs away. Hashtag stay humble. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag probability versus possibility. Hashtag trenches matter. Hashtag don't get mad at me. I don't play the game. I just talk about it. Hashtag fire the cannons. Hashtag seize the day. Hashtag walk the plank. Hashtag why? Hashtag what is this? What is this? I need some new hashtags. And hashtag bus. That's what it was. Until the season starts, it's a bus. I'll see y'all another day.